graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully y'all are doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We are doing a special edition of the Lions and Packers game tonight. We all know what's at stake. The Detroit Lions, they are 11-1. And, well, the Green Bay Packers, they are 9-3. And it should be a very good game between the both of these teams. When we take a look at the NFL standings, well, how does this, why are we doing this game? Well, because if the Lions lose, and if the if the Lions lose tonight, then they will be 11-2, and the Eagles will be half a game behind them. And the Vikings are also 10-2, so the Eagles and the Vikings have the same exact record, so we'll be on the lookout for them too on Sunday. But the Lions are 11-1, taking on the Green Bay Packers. We need the Packers to win tonight. Yes, we do. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I want to get that. I want to be able to get more ground. That's for sure. Lions have won 10 straight games in a row. Eagles, of course, have won 8 straight games in a row. But it should be a good matchup between the Lions and the Packers. One thing I'm going to be looking out for tonight. I know that Jared Goff has been one of those guys that's been doing really, really well. He has 2,982 passing yards, which is 8th amongst all quarterbacks in the NFL. This guy has had a very, very good season. This Lions defense has also been very, very strong as well. And hopefully the Packers are going to be able to take advantage and do some really good things against their offense. Josh Jacobs is going to be somebody that obviously we look out for in the running game for the Green Bay Packers. He's had himself a very, very good season so far. Jacobs, of course, spent his first years of his career with the Las Vegas Raiders from 2019 all the way up to last season. And this year with the Packers, he has 221 total carries and a total of 987 rushing yards. 8 rushing touchdowns as well, and hopefully he can go off today for the Green Bay Packers. I think that Jordan Love is also going to have a really, really good game too. I want to see him try to make some really, really good decisions, and if he can go to the air, utilize that to his advantage, I think that we're in for a good treat tonight. I really do. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to go with 27-24 as my final score prediction. I'm going to write that down right now so that way I don't forget. I think 27-24 is a very good prediction for this ball game. I'm going to go with 27-24. I'm going to go with Detroit in this one. As much as I don't want to, because I want us to be able to gain some ground, I'm going with 27-24 Detroit. All right, that is my final score prediction. But what are your final score predictions down below? Please let me know. And if you are tuning in for the very, very first time, let us know where you were tuning in from. Did you guys hear Bill Belichick interview for the University of North Carolina job? No, I did not hear that. I did not hear that at all. But that is wild. That is really, really wild. But yeah, what are your final score predictions? Let me know down below. Also, do you think that Jordan Love is gonna outduel Jared Goff today? Please let me know your thoughts about that down below. What else? What else is going to be an interesting matchup? Somebody else that I'm going to be looking out for today, I'd probably say it's going to be Jaden Reed. This guy has been really, really strong over his last couple of games. I mean, he ended up. He ended up having 24 receiving yards in his last game against the Miami Dolphins. That was on 6 targets. He had 3 receptions. I think he's going to have a really good game though today. I think that he'll have a very good ball game today, and I think that he'll be one of those guys that Jordan Love goes to a lot of the time, especially when they're trying to go for a big play downfield. I just expect that his number is going to be called a little bit more tonight. I know that he had 24 receiving yards in his last game on November 28th, and he hasn't had an 100 plus receiving yard game since November 3rd. Sorry, I can't speak tonight. But regardless, yeah, it should be a fun one between the both of these teams. So, yeah, let us know what your final score predictions are down below. Also, do you think that the Detroit Lions are going to win the NFC, are going to have the best team in the NFC? 24-14 Detroit, even though I want Green Bay to win. Yes, 31-28 Packers, says Kevin. Okay. 32-28 Green Bay. Hi, JJ. What's up? Jane, how you doing? Jane, what's up? All right, so we are ready to get underway. I don't know why my clock, my clock on Windows is like not showing its full thing. That's a little bit odd. But yeah, man. Where is this? This is I might have to just change the display. I could do that at another time. But yeah, it should be a fun matchup between the both of these teams. I'm really looking forward to this. You know, we talk about how great of a coach Dan Campbell has been. Tell you what, Matt LaFleur has done another really good job this season, and he just continues to shine in the head coaching department for the Green Bay Packers. So, yeah, it's a good week. It's a good game to start up. To start off Week 14, it really is. It's a very good game to start off Week 14. And I think that they actually got it right this week. I think that this is the game that obviously a lot of people are going to be talking about for a little bit of time. So should be a very fun matchup. And what else do I want to say? Both of these defenses, I think that obviously Detroit's defense has been really, really solid this season. They really have. And I think that Green Bay's defense is also going to do a really good job. I really like what they've been able to do in their secondary this year. I mean, you talk about Xavier McKinney and how good of a season he's had. Jair Alexander, of course, at cornerback. I know that he is not going to be playing tonight. That is a big loss, but you know you still have Javon Bullard, who they've utilized as a noseback, and they've utilized him in all different types of plays in the secondary. All right, so we are underway. McManus will kick things off, and it'll be going towards the back of the end zone for a touchback to the Detroit 30-yard line. Yeah, man. What else? Okay, so let's go over here. Flyers are not doing well tonight. Well, that's why we're doing the Lions game. We have the Flyers score up here too. It's crazy to me because I hardly ever stick with somebody or with something I enjoy, but because of my ADD, I remember watching you the first time back in the middle of May in my car on my phone, and now it feels like family. Isn't that so cool? All right, so they're gonna hand it off, I think, to David Montgomery, and it'll just get about 2 yards. And Agbear and Slayton are gonna be there to make the tackle. Lions are in their blue and white uniforms, blue tops and blue bottoms, white letters and numbers on both the front and the back. with the Blue Lions logo on the left side of the chest. Packers are in their yellow and green uniforms and also have the white outsides on the top of the shirts. All right, Stafford in the gun gets the snap. He's looking, he throws it, and Amon-Ra St. Brown makes the catch for 6 yards, and Isaiah McDuffie is going to be there to take him down right at the Detroit 38-yard line. So it's just a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd and 2 coming up at the Detroit 38-yard line. So 2 plays so far, and a total of 8 yards. We had a 2-yard run by David Montgomery and a 6-yard pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Goff again in the gun gets the snap. He's looking. He finds St. Brown over towards the far side, and he catches it for a 1st down and takes it outside towards the Detroit 42-yard line. So that'll move the sticks, and Amon-Ra St. Brown able to make a 4-yard catch, back-to-back 4-yard plays for him, and back-to-back catches for him, and that's for a total of 10 yards. All right, so here we go. They'll set up in the I formation. Goff fakes the handoff, play action pass, throws it, and it is incomplete. It was supposed to go to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who was running a slant, and he would have caught it right at about the 45-yard line, but just was not able to make the catch. The 45 in Green Bay territory, that is. Lions marching, and on the drive so far, they're at the Detroit 42-yard line as they line them up right on the hatch. 2nd and 10, clock stops at 13:19. We have a receiver, that's Williams, in motion, and a handoff again over to Montgomery. He escapes a tackle, takes it all the way towards the 50s, tries to stiff arm right over towards the 45-yard line, and he gets knocked down by Xavier McKinney. So that's a 13-yard run by David Montgomery. He ran up the middle, took it through the teeth of the defense, and was just able to utilize and then grab himself a little hole and juked over towards that 50-yard line and was taken down right at the 45. So 5 plays and a total of 25 yards in just a matter of 1 minute and 41 seconds. We've talked about how efficient this running game has been so far this year for Detroit. Another fake handoff and a play-action pass, and that's going to be caught right at the 50, taking it to the 45 to the 40, and being knocked down. It was a head tackle, and that is going to be it's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs who makes the catch. He is really good at not only running the football, but it's been another option that they've been able to go to in the receiving game as well. All right. Don't forget to comment down below what your final score predictions are if you have not done so already. So no score so far. 12 minutes left to go. 2nd and 3 at the Green Bay 38-yard line. Goff will get the snap, and he throws it over towards Williams, and it is incomplete. And 3rd and short coming up. 3rd and 3, I should say. Let's see where this, what happened on this play again. Goff in his last game was able to have success against the Chicago Bears. He threw for 221 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. He hasn't thrown a pick since November 10th. That's when he threw 5 picks in the game. Goff in the gun will get the snap. He throws it right up the middle, and it'll be caught right at the 20, and taking it towards the 15 is Williams. So that was a really nice catch over to Williams. He'll actually be marked down inside the 10, right at about the 10-yard line. He was in the pocket. He had all the time to throw and was able to fire a strike past Isaiah McDuffie and into the hands of Williams. Goff this time will hand it off over towards Gibbs, and Gibbs will take it over towards the left side, tries to stiff arm over towards the 12, and we have a flag thrown in the backfield. And wonder if they're just going to call this one back. Jamison Williams, who's the guy that just made that catch, so far 2 targets, and of course made that 28-yard catch to put them right at the red zone. There's John Hussey, who's in his 10th season as an NFL referee. They're going to call a holding play on number 70, and that is Skipper. It's a 10-yard penalty, and that's going to send Detroit back all the way towards the Green Bay 20-yard line. Right. I'm going to put this back over here. Thank you all so much for being on over here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tony, what's going on, man? What's up, JJ? I haven't seen you since the Phillies. What's going on, dude? How you doing? First and goal. Goff in the gun. Gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it. It's caught right at the 20, and taking it towards the 15-yard line is Gibbs. So he looked over towards his right side. Gibbs was open in the flat and was able to make the catch and just get 5 yards. It'll be a 2nd and goal right at about the Green Bay 13-yard line. Isaiah McDuffie once again able to make the tackle. So far, 2 tackles by him in this game. And Nixon's been another one of those guys who has been really active on the defensive side. He has 3 so far. Goff in the gun. He'll get the snap. He's looking. He throws it and lofts it over towards the 9. It's caught by Laporta. Sam Laporta, one of the best, if not the best, tight ends in all of the NFL. Able to make a 6-yard catch. And he catches it, and he's marked down at the Green Bay 7-yard line. 10 plays, 63 yards. In a matter of 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Green Bay looking to try to get a stop here and hold Detroit possibly to a 3. Goff in the gun, gets the low snap. He's looking up the middle. He fires it. It's incomplete. And, well, it was supposed to go to Patrick in the end zone, and he could not make the catch. And I wonder if they're going to call pass interference on Williams for Green Bay. The referees are gathering together, and they're going to look to try to see what the decision is going to be. It looked like there was a little bit of some pushing and tugging on the jersey there. But we shall see for sure. Flyers just got another goal. Oh, man. Yeah, Nixon held him. He did. So that should be an automatic 1st and goal. But let's see. Montgomery so far, 2 rushes for 15 yards. Goff today, 6 for 18. 6 for 8 in the passing game so far. Penalty was on Nixon. It was illegal contact. It was a 4-yard penalty, and they'll mark the football at the Green Bay 3-yard line. 9:44 left to be played in the first quarter. So far, this drive has taken 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Goff under center. He'll hand it off over to Montgomery, and he takes it all the way towards the end zone, then gets in for a touchdown over towards the right side. He went inside right next to Jared Goff and was able to run diagonally outside for a touchdown. And the Lions strike first as they lead it 6-0 in Detroit. 70 total yards in a matter of 5 minutes and 19 seconds. On 11 plays, and that makes it 6-0 Detroit. And Montgomery able to get another rushing touchdown on the season. Extra point coming on up for the Detroit Lions. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good by Jake Bates. And so we have a 7-0 Detroit lead as Green Bay will get the ball back. Let's see if Jordan Love can respond on the board. All right, I will be right back in just a few moments. I need to stretch, but I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. I also have to blow my nose. I'm a little bit congested right now all of a sudden, but I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. How's everybody doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. That's what we do on here. But tonight we're doing something a little bit special. Detroit Lions obviously first in the NFC, and they need the Eagles need the Lions to lose in order for them to gain some ground. Eagles and Vikings are tied for second place in the NFC. Here we go. Kickoff underway by Bates. And that's going to go high and deep towards the back of the end zone. And Green Bay will start off shop at their own 30-yard line. Here's Jordan Love. He has 2,518 total passing yards. Also is tied for a third in picks in the NFL, along with Kirk Cousins. And hopefully he has a good game today. Would like to see him involved in the passing game and be able to throw the ball downfield and make the right plays when he has to. Love in the shotgun, actually under center, I should say. We have a receiver in motion, that's Reed. They fix the handoff over to Jacobs, play action pass, and Love is going to be taken down right at the 22-yard line. And that is a sack and a loss of 7 yards. They're actually going to say that he was down at the 23. Zadarius Smith going up against his former team, able to make the sack there. And this is a guy who was acquired from Cleveland and is just able to take him down with ease. 7-0 Detroit, and that's going to result in a second and long at the Green Bay 23-yard line. Reed again in motion. Love gets the snap. He'll run as the pocket's collapsing. He'll take it all the way towards the 25, and he'll dive towards the 30, and he'll be marked down at about the 31, so that's an 8-yard scramble. Jack Campbell, one of the league in carries, and third in the National Football League in rushing yards with 987 coming into this game. But so far today, Jacobs just with one rushing yard. He needs to get 12 more to get to 1,000. Last time he had over 1,000 rushing yards was back in 2022. He had 1,653 rushing yards in 17 games. They'll hand it off again as it's a 2nd and 9. And Love is going to throw it for a 3-yard pass over to Wicks. That's who it is. And it'll be 3rd and 6. Sorry, Amazon froze for a second. Clock's still moving with 7:05 left to go. Let's see, Green Bay tried to utilize the running game a little bit more. Obviously now it's a little bit different. Got to go to the air. Love gets the snap, backs up over towards the 40. Pressure's coming. He throws it, and it is incomplete. It was supposed to go again to Jaden Reed over towards that left side. He had to throw it away, and Reed was not able to make the catch. And that's going to force Green Bay to go to their special teams and go to their punting unit. Love was backing up, and he had to throw it over towards that right side. And it'll be 4th and 6 with the clock stopping at 6:50, or 6:45, I should say. So now the punting unit is going to go out there. And here we go. The punt is high, and it's going to be pretty deep, and it'll be caught, fair caught, right at about the 8. It's inside the 10. And Jared Goff is going to go back out there. Lions lead at 7-0. Packers not able to respond on their first drive, but drive number 2 for Detroit coming on up. They'll say that he caught it right at about the Detroit 9. Okay, so here's what needs to happen. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so let's put this over here. Florida just score again. What's up, Asia? How you doing? How's the workout routine going, JJ? Oh, dude, it's going great. Today we ran 2 laps again. I've been running 2 laps on Thursdays, and I've been doing 1 lap on Tuesdays. It's been going really, really well. I got really tired after today's workout. I'm not going to lie. I did. I got very, very tired. And it was good. It was really good. I definitely noticed a big difference in my confidence. And I noticed a difference in just my overall, I don't want to say demeanor, but I feel like I feel a lot better about myself, you know? It's really, really awesome. It's been great. It has. It's been so awesome. Let me mute these tabs again. We'll go back to this. And then I'll just pull up YouTube on here. Jude! What's up, Jude? How you doing? Yeah. Proud of you. Glad you're doing well. Jude, thanks so much for coming on over here. I really, really appreciate that. What's up, Asia? How you doing? Yeah, man, we got 22 people on there watching. Let's make sure that we hit that thumbs up button, guys. In case you are tuning in for the first time tonight, I want to hear what your final score predictions are down below. My final score prediction was 27-24. Detroit. That was my final score prediction. Happy to hear it. Keep it up. Health is wealth. Oh, it is. Absolutely. Nah, it's been going really, really well. And I can't wait to continue this journey, man. It's cool. It's very, very cool. I'm happy, and I'm taking better care of myself, you know. You only get one body. You got to take care of it and give it what it needs, man. Okay, ready to get back into the swing of things. So let's do that now. Where is it? All right, so we start off inside the 9. They'll hand it off over to, I believe it's Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs gets taken down for a loss, and it's going to be second down coming on up. Why is this not coming up? So Gibbs takes it all the way to the 10, and it's a 2nd and 8. All right, now let's lock it. 6:38 left to be played in the first quarter. Clock is now winding down. Goff in the shotgun has triples over towards the left side. Hands it off over to Gibbs, who tries to sneak through over towards the left tackle. And he's not really going to be able to get much, just 3 yards. It's Walker who's there to make the stop, and, of course, Isaiah McDuffie, too. Talk about Quay Walker just a little bit. This guy's 24 years old. He went to Georgia and was the 22nd overall pick by the Green Bay Packers back in 2022. Last year, he had 118 total tackles in 14 games. This season, he has 89 coming into this one in just 11 games so far. Goff will get the high snap again. Pressure's coming, and he is sacked right at about the 9. The Detroit 9, so that is going to be a loss of 4 yards. And that is Rashad Gary that does make the tackle there and is able to take him down. Rashawn Gary, of course, a defensive edge, who's 27 years old and averages about 4.5 sacks so far this season, and is able to get another one on his stat sheet. So that's going to make it 4th and 8, and that'll force Detroit to punt it. And here it is. The punt is going to be high, and it's going to be caught right at about the 49-yard line, right towards midfield in Green Bay territory. And that's where Jordan Love will start things off when they return to action. So that was a good defensive drive by Green Bay. They did what they had to do. Fox did have as good of a punt as you probably could ask for. It was caught at the Green Bay 48, and Jaden Reed was the one who was able to make the fair catch. And back out there is Jordan Love. Mentioned that Jordan Love last year threw for 372 completions and had a total of 4,159 yards in 17 games. This year, though, in 10 games, he has 2,518 yards, and he has thrown the same amount of picks that he did last year. They'll run it with Josh Jacobs, And Jacobs is able to take it over to Agude, who is there to take him down at the Detroit 47. And it's just a gain of 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 coming on up. And Josh Jacobs continues to get closer and closer to the 1,000-yard rushing mark. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. Detroit leads at 7-0 thanks to a 3-yard touchdown run by David Montgomery. Love will get the snap. He's looking. He throws it over towards Reed, towards that left side, and he is not going to be able to make the catch. They're going to say that it was incomplete. He had to dive forward as the pass was just a little bit short, and Reed had to come back for the football, and he was not able to make the catch. So it is an incomplete pass to Jaden Reed, and now 3rd and 5. And I think that they're gonna review this. He caught the ball, but then I think he lost it at the very last second. Okay, so they rolled it as an incomplete pass. 3rd and 5, clock stops at 4:01. Triple receivers over towards the right side, one on the outside towards the left. Love is going to go back over to the line of scrimmage just to talk with his O-linemen. We have Watson in motion. Love again gets the snap, pressures coming. He tries to escape the blitz, and he throws it away. 3rd and 5, and now it's 4th and 5. Good job by Detroit to be able to put a lot of pressure on him. That was all Detroit, just being able to do a good job and break on through. There was no chance that Jordan Love was going to be able to get a good throw off. That pass rush really is special. And we've talked about it a little bit. That was Darius Smith again, who was able to provide a lot of pressure. 4th and 5, offense is going to stay out there. And they're going to see, I guess, if they can try to draw them off sides first. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Now it's 2. Love is going to... Did they call for a time? No. There's a flag on the play, so they just tried to draw them off sides. That's going to send them back another 5 yards on a false start. And it'll be 4th and 10, delay of game called on the Green Bay Packers. Okay. True, you get one body, man. I'm ready. Am I ready for Christmas? I don't celebrate Christmas, man. But I'm ready for the holidays. I am ready for the holidays. Dude, that guy that was just grating cheese. There was a guy on TV that was literally just grating cheese. And that was really funny. We have the punt unit coming out there now for Green Bay, as this punt is going to be sent all the way over towards the 10. And it'll be fair caught. And it'll put Detroit back out there, as they will start at their own 11-yard line. It was Whelan who was able to make the punt, and the fair catch was made by Alexander. And the Packers and the Lions will be back in just a few moments. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm feeling congested. It's not good. I'm going to take one more break, okay? I will be right back. I apologize about that. I'll see you very, very soon. All right, we're back. Okay. So Detroit has it at their own 11-yard line. Goff will get the snap, and he looks over to David Montgomery, who makes the catch over towards that left side, and he'll just run out of bounds. It's just a 6-yard gain there, and Valentine is going to be the guy that chases him out of bounds. 3:35 left to be played here in this first quarter. Again, the Lions do lead at 7-0, thanks to David Montgomery scoring a 3-yard rushing touchdown on the very first drive of the ball game. 15 plays by this Lions team so far. Tight end in motion. Goff gets the snap again. Pressure's coming. He throws it, and he runs around, and he throws it out of bounds. And the clock will stop at 3:14 left to go. The Green Bay Packers that time did a very good job at making Jared Goff uncomfortable, and were able to do a good job at just making him run. And when you have Rashawn Gary and Keontae Wyatt just go on out there to chase him and provide that pressure, That most certainly does help. 3rd and 4 at the Detroit 17. Another handoff over to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he'll try to take it over towards the 20. Did he get to the first down marker? They say that he did, and it'll be marked down at the Detroit 21. He showed the ball just over that line and is going to move the chains for Detroit. Gibbs had a little hole, and that O-line did a good job at making him a little bit of some space over there. And Taylor Decker, it was Taylor Decker that was out there to create that little space for him to operate. 2:34 left to be played here in the first quarter. There's 5 seconds left on the game clock. And refs are going to C.J. McCollum with 10 points and 3 steals in that game so far. Chicago Bulls, they're also up 59-41 with 5:33 left to be played in the first half. And then the Rockets will be out in Golden State at the Chase Center at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time tonight. And those are all of your NBA scores. Now around the NHL, the Buffalo Sabres lead at 3-2 against the Winnipeg Jets in the second period. And the Canadiens have a 1-0 lead. That's going into the third period. They are playing against the Nashville Predators. The Ottawa Senators have a 1-0 advantage against the Detroit Red Wings as they go into the third period. And we'll get some more scores in just a few moments. All right, so after the review, the call is overturned and the play was upheld. So the ruling on the field stands and Green Bay gets charged with the timeouts. Gibbs is going to get a handoff and Clark takes him down immediately up the middle, and that's for no gain. So it's a 2nd and 10 at the Detroit 21-yard line. 2 minutes left to be played in quarter number 1. 2nd and 10 as Goff is in the gun, and they'll hand it off over to Gibbs, who takes it outside over towards the 20. He tries to get tackle. He escapes the tackle and takes it to the 15-yard line, to the 26-yard line. Took it to the 25 and then was marked down right at about the 26. And Clark is going to be there to make the tackle once again. 3rd and 5 coming on up. And the clock is going to continue to tick. I mean, you just got to try to take him down as soon as he gets over towards that outside. Laporta was in motion, now goes over towards the right side. A handoff again over to Gibbs, and he is met immediately by Wooden. So Wooden takes him down, and it's a loss of 3. Chris Wooden. I mean, we haven't called his number so far today, but he's been one of those guys that can certainly make an impact on the defensive side, and you know that he can do a lot of good things. 23 years old, he went to Auburn and was a 4th-round draft pick back in 2023. So that's a loss of 3, 4th and 8 coming on up. 40 seconds left to go. Fox with the punt. It'll go over towards the right side. We have a flag thrown, and that's going to be caught. A fair catch right at the 26. However, there is a flag. I don't know if it's going to be on the kicking team or not. And it should be interesting to see where the ball will be spotted. 35 seconds left to go. How about the Packers defense being able to step up? Colby Wooden had a nice little sack and was able to have Jared Goff lose 3 yards. This is a guy who has 10 tackles this year in a total of 8 games, and gets his first sack of the season. Or his first tackle for a loss, I should say. So they're going to call an offensive holding, and it'll be marked at the Green Bay 17-yard line. At the 27. So it's a 10-yard penalty. It was on Rochelle on the kicking team. And so Green Bay will set things up at their own 27-yard line when they return to action. What are some other scores around the NHL? All right, so the Lightning are pitching a shutout to the San Jose Sharks. They put up 5 goals in the first period, and they lead at 7-0. And again, the Flyers are tied 4-4. They were down 2-0 heading into the second period, and then they put up 4 goals, all 4 of their goals in that period, and the Panthers scored 2. All right, so Love will be in the shotgun, and he'll get the snap and hand it off over to Josh Jacobs, who musters up the middle, gets 7 yards. Adams takes him down right at about the ankles, and that's going to do it here in this first quarter. 2nd and 3 coming on up. The ball spotted at the Green Bay 24-yard line. And let's see what's in store for quarter number 2 for the Green Bay Packers. Should be interesting for sure. 2 seconds are left, and that's officially going to wrap things up in this first quarter. Okay. Good stuff. Be right back. Nice. We got 21 people on here watching. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. I want to know, man, like, what got you guys into football? What got you interested in watching the NFL? Please let me know down below. Was there a certain player that was out there that you enjoyed watching? Did you get to see somebody in person? When was your first love for the NFL? When did that start? Hurricanes lead at 3-1 against the Colorado Avalanche as they go into the third period. Slavich ended up getting his 13th goal of the season, and so did Seth Jarvis. That was actually his 8th goal of the season, Seth Jarvis. And it's had a very, very good career so far. 4-0 Seattle. They've scored 2 goals in each of the first 2 periods so far as they are shutting out the New York Islanders. And St. Louis Blues, later tonight, are going to be playing out in Calgary at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time at the Scotiabank Saddle Dome in Calgary. And then the Columbus Blue Jackets will be in Edmonton taking on the Oilers at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That should be a good game. The Blue Jackets are 11-10-3, and the Oilers are 13-10-2. Should be a fun matchup. Any college football games going on today? No. And what about basketball? NCAA women's. Yeah, we do have some women's games going on. How about Texas, man? They're 7-0. They're down 68-67 against Notre Dame, who is ranked 10th. And actually, that's Texas. Yeah, it's tied. There's literally 1 second left. Dan Marino, then Donovan McNabb. So late 80s and then early 2000s. Huh? I didn't know that. That's cool. That's really, really cool. I did not know that. That's awesome. NC State is up by 7 against Ole Mississippi, 68-61 in the NCAA women's basketball league. And then Kansas State has an 81-22 lead. They outscored South Carolina Upstate 27-2 in that first quarter and 31-9 in the third quarter. It's unbelievable. I've never seen a score like that. North Carolina beat Kentucky 72-53. Kentucky 7-1 and North Carolina 8-1. They're ranked 16th in the country. Kentucky ranked 14th. All right, so here we go. Jared Goff is going to get the snap. He's looking downfield, and he fires it, and that is going to be complete. Jordan Love. Jordan Love just threw a pick. What the heck am I doing? Love threw the ball over to Watson. Watson then lost the football and he fumbled it, and it was recovered by Detroit. That's what happened. Watson just lost that ball. That was Daniels who was able to cause the ball to come loose. He tried to dive on forward to Watson, and Daniels was coming right from behind him, and he punched it out of his hand. And so Detroit is going to take on over, and it's recovered at their own 46-yard line. So now Goff is in the gun, and he'll get the snap. He's looking, and he fires it over to Laporta, and he'll make the catch right down the middle, and he catches it for 10 yards. Ugh, I'm not paying attention. Detroit today has 7 first downs. Green Bay with just 1. It was not a good play by Watson. We got a new follower on Blue Sky. Make sure that you guys go follow us on all the social media platforms out there. Goff will hand it off over to David Montgomery, who takes it all the way towards the 35 to the 40. And he dives on forward, and we have a couple of flags being thrown right where the play was stopped. All right, let's take this out. Let's take this out, and let's put this over here. Let's flip this. So they're going to call unnecessary roughness and a personal foul on Skipper. Is that correct? Skipper and Walker sort of went toe-to-toe. And then Walker just pushed him right over to the ground. Four penalties and a cause of 34 yards for Green Bay. And just 2 penalties for Detroit. And that's gotten them 17 yards. So that unnecessary roughness is a 15-yard penalty. And that'll put them at the Green Bay 25-yard line. Goff in the shotgun will get the snap. He's looking downfield. He fires it, and it's incomplete. Supposed to go towards the end zone, and it was supposed to go to right. But it was nowhere near within his vicinity. Sam Laporta was moving in motion and was sidewalking and just could not get to his spot. 2nd and 10 at the 25 in Green Bay territory. 3 plays, 29 total yards in just a matter of 55 seconds. They'll run it with Gibbs this time, and Gibbs gets taken down in the backfield, and he'll be, they'll actually say that he just got back over to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be a 3rd and 10 at the Green Bay 25-yard line. 7-0 Detroit. The Lions are 11-1. Packers are 9-3 coming into this ball game. Have I don't know who that is, but it's going over towards the 10 for Green Bay. Goff in the shotgun again, gets the high snap. He throws it. It's incomplete. It was supposed to be a diving attempt by Amon-Ra St. Brown and just could not make the catch. All right, we are going to plug in our cell phone. That's what we're going to do. So now it's 4th and 10 coming on up, and the field goal unit is going to go out there. Jake Bates, 19 for 20 this season with his field goals. He's made about 95% of his field goals this season. His longest has been 58. No go on out there. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. And that makes it a 2-possession lead for Detroit. That was for 43 yards. The 43-yard field goal is good. It's 10-0 Detroit, as Green Bay is getting shut out so far in this first half. Oh, boy. Dan Marino, then Donovan McNabb. Flyers wild comeback. Dude, isn't that like so insane? We were down 3-0, and then it was 4-4. going into the third period. That's unbelievable, man. It really is. That's really insane, and it's against Bobrovsky. You know, like I think that's wild, bro. I think that's really, really cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to do so. We're on here almost every single day talking about Philly sports, and we do a lot of content on here. I want to try to increase the content, but, we do a lot on here so far. And we do Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football on here, and we have a blast doing it. We do. We have a lot of fun. I wanted to bring something up. So I don't know if you guys follow Big Sills on Jacob Media, but I do tend to watch him, and I like what he has to say. I tend to listen to him a lot on a lot of different types of things. Shout out to Big Sills. But he was going through the rosters yesterday on matching up with Detroit and where the Eagles have the advantage and where Detroit has their advantages. And I wanted to ask you, personally speaking, do you think that the Eagles or the Detroit Lions have the better roster? The better overall roster? Because I think that they are evenly matched. I really, really do. I think that the running game for Detroit is just as good as our running game. I watch him a bit. He can be a little bit obnoxious at times, but he knows his stuff. He does. He really does know his stuff. And that's what I think he's that's why I consider him to be like a really good source, And you know what else I like about him? He doesn't hide from bull. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that are out there that if somebody has something negative to say, like, he embraces that. He does. There's not a lot of people out there that do things like that. There really aren't. There's on the radio you have screeners, right? Like, you can totally disagree with him, and I think that that makes him really, really good at like what he does. And he always has an agenda, and he always is organized with his thoughts. I like that about him. I might not always agree with everything that he says, but a lot of the times I can see like where he's coming from. Eagles have the better roster. I think that we have the better defense. They do. I watch when he talks to Angelo. They have good conversations, says Lou. Yeah, they do. They have good conversations. I like him and Xander, bro. I like Xander. Shout out to Xander, dude. Xander has done a really, really good job over at Jacob Media. I'm a big fan of his. I have something in my throat. That's not good. 13 minutes left to be played here in the first half. Detroit leads at 10-0. Jordan Love goes back out there. One turnover by the Packers. They'll hand it off over to Josh Jacobs, and Jacobs just gets 5 yards that time. And I think that he just got past the 1,000-yard marker, so congratulations to Josh Jacobs for being able to do that. That's right. He had 988 coming into that game and just got to 1,000 on his last run. So now he's over the 1,000 mark. Jack Campbell was the one that stopped him right at about the 6-yard line. And it's a 2nd and 6 coming up at the Green Bay 34. Reed again in motion. They hand it off. This time it's not over to Jacobs, but they'll take it all the way towards the 45, towards the 50, and that'll be marked down right at about the Detroit 47. And it's a 19-yard gain, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. So that's only the second first down today by Green Bay. And 12 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Josh Jacobs able to run it for 19 yards. And Joseph is the one that stops him at the Detroit 47 past midfield. Look at how he got a nice little hole over towards the right tackle, and whoever that was, I think it was Zach Tom that was able to provide him that little gap and that little space. Did a great job there. 1st and 10 again. Another handoff. It's over to Wilson. That's Emmanuel Wilson, who has been utilized in their third string of running backs. And he gets 7 yards, and he's marked down at the Detroit 40-yard line. Emmanuel Wilson He's 25 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall, 226 pounds, has rushed for 332 yards this season on 60 rushing attempts. 2nd and 3, 5 seconds left on the play clock. Detroit has a 10-0 lead. They hand it off again over to their running back, and this time he gets taken down for a loss of about 2. Tried to get it over towards the right guard and take it past the sticks. And they're going to say that that's a 3-yard gain, and that's good enough for a first down. I thought that he was taken down. So instead it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the Detroit 37. Looked like he was going to be taken down, and I guess he was still on his feet. Give him credit for that. 10:15 left to be played here in the second quarter. We have the tight end in motion, and Love was pushed as he got the snap, and there's a flag throw on the play. Chris Brooks was the other running back that was able to help them get that first down. It looked like he was going to be taken down for a loss, but was still able to stay on his feet. Getting called for the penalty there is going to be O'Connor. Anthony Gargano and Devon Gibbons. I also like to listen to Mikey Miss. I do too. I've always been a Devon Gibbons fan. I wish that they didn't let him go at 97.5, The Fanatic. I always thought he was so good on the radio. And I like what he does over at PHLY. Anthony Gargano too, and Mikey Miss. 1st and 10 coming on up. And here we go. We have the snap coming. And Jacobs runs up the middle, just gets 2 yards. And it'll be marked down. The ball will be spotted at the Detroit 30-yard line. After this, I gotta clear my throat, man. Reed in motion as he goes from left to right. Another handoff from Love over to Josh Jacobs, who tries to corral past a couple of defenders, and he takes it inch by inch over to the first down marker, and they're going to move the chains again. The ground has been really, really great for Green Bay. Josh Jacobs runs for 5 yards, and Ryan, who created that little gap for him, is going to go on over towards the sideline, and will be taking on out the Sean Ryan, who's the right guard. They've been really limited with that position this season. Jordan Morgan, a guy who has been their backup right guard, is on the injury reserve list. So he's been their backup right guard, and now they're going to have to try to go to somebody else, and I think it's going to be Elgton Jenkins, right? Love hands it off again over to Jacobs, and Jacobs gets spinned, turned, and gets taken down right at the Detroit 25-yard line, but there is a flag thrown with 8:46 left to be played in this second quarter. Yes, better record gives you home field advantage. Even though we don't play the Lions in the regular season, if the Eagles have a better record at the end, we get home field advantage. If we play them in the NFC Championship game, yes, that is correct. Head-to-head is if the two teams have the same record. The first tiebreaker is who won the head-to-head, and then there are others too. I think that it's points for, right? If that is tied, then it goes to division team splits. Oh yeah, isn't it head-to-head within the division? I should know these things, but isn't that the second tiebreaker category? There are actually like 10 tiebreakers. At the end, it's a coin toss. And at the end, it's a coin toss. It's never actually come down to that, but it's in the rule book. Yeah, that's funny. Here we go. Love will get the snap again. He's looking for his tight end. Kraft, and he'll make the catch. And he's able to catch it. And Tucker Kraft does a good job at making a nice little catch there. We have Williams, who is going to be going back over to the locker room. That's number 33 for Green Bay. That's Evan Williams, who is a safety, 23 years old. 5 seconds left on the play clock, 2nd and 12. That's what it was called. Jaden Reed escapes the pass rush. Will take it to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and he runs out of bounds right at about the 15. I think that they'll mark him out at the 14, the 13, they'll say. And Jordan Love able to scramble and get 14 yards. So all these yards, for the most part, have come on the ground for the Packers. So they've had possession for 5 minutes and 20 seconds on this current drive so far. And nobody was open, and Love decided to just take it all by himself. Did a good job at navigating through the pocket and twisting and turning over towards that left side to escape the pressure. He got some space. 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Reed again in motion from left to right. They hand it off over to Josh Jacobs. He gets tripped up right at the line of scrimmage, and we have a flag thrown again. More chirping between both of these teams, both of these rivals in their division. 6:53, that's where the clock stops at. Did Garnett Hathaway just score a goal? Did Garnett Hathaway just score a goal? He did. Wow. Bro, we were down 4-2, and now we're winning 5-4. Wow, that's insane. Garnett Hathaway just scored for the Flyers. That's awesome. First and goal now, as they called a flag on Zadarius Smith for illegal use of hands. So it's a 5-yard penalty, and Detroit, it'll be at the Detroit 8-yard line for Green Bay. Another handoff over to Josh Jacobs, who takes it all the way towards the 5, tries to get some more yards after the 5, and they'll take it all the way towards the 2, and it'll be a 2nd and goal right at the Detroit 2-yard line. More chirpiness and more words being exchanged back and forth. Man. It's 9:18 p.m. Eastern Time. And Josh Jacobs, again, does a good job at fighting through adversity. Just plows his way up the middle, and it makes it look so easy. 48 rushing yards for Josh Jacobs. He had a 19-yard rush earlier on the drive. Doubles over towards the left. They fake the handoff over to Josh Jacobs, and a play-action pass over to to a Tucker Kraft, and that is going to go over his head, and it's incomplete. Did I really say Robert Kraft? Wow. I went way over Tucker Kraft's head, over towards that right side. That was almost perfectly executed, too. Clock stops with 5:49 left to be played in the first half. Green Bay down 10-0 thanks to a 3-yard rushing touchdown by David Montgomery and a 43-yard field goal by Bates. Love gets the snap, backs up over towards the 11. He throws it towards the end zone, and it is deflected and picked off. A flag is thrown, though, and it's picked off by Detroit. And being marked down is Williams right at about the 4-yard line. Let's see what the flag is, though. I believe it's going to be on Detroit, and looks like that they're going to call it on Arnold. That's my guess. Dan Campbell is looking and trying to see if he can get an explanation. He's like, where's the flag interference? Arnold was holding on to Watson. Oh, yeah, that's completely pass interference. Christian Watson tried to get open and just wasn't able to do so. So they're going to call pass interference on Arnold, and they're going to spot the ball at the 1. I asked JJ with no response. You said you believe that the Eagles will lose more than one game. Who do you think beats them, and is the Pittsburgh game at home or away? Sorry, I was I was probably busy yesterday. I don't know. I don't know if we. I think that we lose one more game, and it's probably the Pittsburgh. I do. Or the Commanders. All right, so here we go. Handoff to Josh Jacobs, and he runs up the middle, gets into the end zone, and he gets a touchdown to make it 10-6. And Green Bay now finally on the board, and they're able to make it a 10-6 ball game, and they do what they had to do. Josh Jacobs able to get another touchdown. That's now his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. And the total now for his career in rushing touchdowns, we'll get you that information in just a few moments. He now has a total of 55 rushing touchdowns during his career. I pictured that. Game is here. A Steelers game is here. I could see us losing in Washington, but I could see us not losing again, says Lou. Robert Kraft, I pictured that. Yeah, sorry about that. Extra point coming up, ball spotted, kick is up, and it's good. All right, I need to, go clear my throat. I don't know what's going on, but something doesn't feel right. I will be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. See you very, very soon. We're back on here. All right, cool. All right, 10-7 as the Green Bay Packers respond and get themselves 70 yards. And in a matter of 7 minutes and 26 seconds, they put up 11 plays, and Josh Jacobs ends up running into the end zone for a touchdown to make it 10-6, and then the extra point was good for the kicker. So it's now 10-7. McManus will kick it off for Green Bay and sends it high and deep towards the back of Detroit's end zone, and it goes above the head of the kick returner. And the ball will be set up at the Detroit 30-yard line, and Jared Goff is going to go back out there. Goff lines up under center. It's Gibbs. Or David Montgomery right behind him. He'll hand it off over to Montgomery, who twists over towards the 30, spins, turns, lunges forward, and takes it to the 38-yard line and runs up the middle, and Bullard and Wooden are there to meet him, and both wrap him up at the ankles. Man, David Montgomery, when he runs the ball, it is just so deceiving because you don't know. He'll juke on over towards his right side, and then he just gets you to buy on pump fakes, and he sells his runs. He really does a good job and has very, very good footwork. 5 minutes left to go. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion, going from left to right. Goff makes the handoff play, and there's now 2:35 left to be played in the second quarter. Man, this is what you want, man. Like a rivalry between the both of these teams, and it's lived up to the hype so far in this game. Detroit knocking on the door as they're in the red zone once again. 10-7. They have time to run one more play before the 2-minute warning, as there's about half a second separating the play clock from the game clock. Here we go. I think that they do. And this time they're going to hand it off over to Gibbs, who runs inside and now takes it outside over towards the 15-yard line and gets met by a plowful of Green Bay Packers. They don't take him down, but the play is stopped at the Green Bay 15. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. 10-7 is the score. Detroit has the advantage, and they lead it by 3 as they are in the red zone in Green Bay territory. All right, my voice feels a lot better now. It feels a lot better now. All right. Let's hide the user on that channel. I'm with you, Lou. We lost our two that we sometimes lose at the end of the season. Chiefs are due for another loss. So are the Lions. I agree with that. They are fluke good. Yep, they are. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icons too, and that way you'll know when I go live. If you guys want to donate to the channel, if you guys want to give back, you're more than welcome to do so by hitting that super chat button. That would mean a lot to me, man. Good crowd so far in this game, man. We have a very, very good crowd. I'm happy that we have a good audience tonight. I don't expect too many people. It's just a Thursday night, and I wanted to just lay it a little bit low. You know, I didn't really tell people that I was really going to be streaming tonight. I told some, but it's great. Glad my throat's feeling better. Yeah, a little bit. Something's going on. But we're doing this. We are doing this. 5-4 is the Flyers score with 6 minutes and 38 seconds left to be played in the third period. When this game goes into halftime, I kind of want to see how the Flyers do. I'm going to turn that on to end the third period. I hope that they can keep it up. They have 33 shots compared to Florida's 21. Glad my throat's feeling better. So, Jane, Jane, who are you going to be rooting for tomorrow? Sixers or Magic? A Cowboys player said after their win against the Giants on Thanksgiving, warning, we are coming. Coming for what? Next year? What are they coming for? They're coming to Philly, and they're gonna lose. Is that what they're coming to? Are they coming to Philadelphia to the Link? Because they are. You don't have to repeat that to us. Meaning Dallas. All right. Goff in the gun gets the snap, gives it off over to his tight end Laporta, who takes it all the way towards the 10, and he's marked down, I want to say at about the 8. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage over towards that right side. We're scared, says Kevin. I'm very scared. And they'll mark him down right at about the Green Bay 4-yard line. So that's just an 11-yard gain and another first down, and it's going to be first and goal coming on up. 1:20 left to be played here in the second quarter. Lions up by 3. Montgomery in the backfield with Jared Goff. They line up again in the shotgun. They'll hand it off over to Montgomery. Montgomery plows over to the 2, tries to take it to the 1, and he's marked down. His knee was down at about the 1.5 marker. And a timeout is going to be called with exactly 1 minute to go by Green Bay. So they're just down to 1 timeout after this. There's the halftime crew. There's Richard Sherman. They're ready to get coming on. They're ready for it. I see it. Huh. Sherman's like looking around like, what's going on? It's funny. Second and goal. They had 1 second left they had 1 second back to the game clock. Goff under center. Tries to push forward. Gets into the end zone, and he's in for a touchdown. So that makes it 16-7. As Goff is able to get on through. They now do rule it as a touchdown. So, we're back to a 2-possession lead. It's 16-7. And Detroit back up by 9. That took about 4 minutes and 44 seconds as they come up with a counter punch. There's 51 seconds left to be played in the second quarter. Let's see again. Did he get tripped up? Oh, his knee was down. His right knee was down. They're going to review this. His right knee was down right at the 1. The right knee was down. So hold up a second. And Green Bay is going to take their third and final timeout, and it's now going to be third and goal. So that was not a touchdown by Goff. His knee was just down. His right knee just could not get into the end zone, and that was a good job by the camera operators to be able to get that sort of camera angle. 51 seconds left to go. It's now 3rd and goal. Love is just ready to come back onto the field. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Packers looking to try to get a stop on this play. And then I wonder if we get there, if Detroit's just going to go for it on fourth and goal, which probably they will, I assume. But if the Packers can get a stop, that would be awesome. That'd be really, really good for them. Detroit has not broken the huddle just yet. 1 minute left to go in this second quarter. So they added 9 seconds back to the game clock. Goff again under center. The ball is at the 1. They're going to hand it off over to Montgomery, and Montgomery can't get into the end zone, and he loses 1 yard. The Packers defense, Rashawn Gary and McDuffie, able to send Detroit back for a loss of 1 yard. And now it's 4th and goal coming up, and decision-making for Dan Campbell coming on up. The Packers defense, I mean, just doing a good job so far on this drive. Now it's 4th and goal, 25 seconds left to go, and there's 8 seconds left on the play clock. And I think that they're just going to call for a timeout, Dan Campbell, and that's what they're going to do. So there will be 14 seconds to go in this second quarter, and Dan Campbell is going to try to go for it, but they're going to call a timeout first. So it's 4th and goal at the Green Bay 2-yard line. Good job again by McDuffie. And that Packers defense. Rashawn Gary, too, has had a really good season, by the way. 4th and goal. Oh, boy. Can the Packers get a stop is the question. This red zone offense for Detroit does not look so good on this drive. Goff in the shotgun. 2 receivers over towards the right, 2 to the left. Goff has time. He throws it over towards the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. And the Lions are able to take a 2-possession lead. It's Jahmyr Gibbs who catches it in the end zone, and that makes it 16-7. Green Bay had him right on the ropes, and Detroit able to execute. And with 11 seconds to go, extra point's going to be coming on up. Damn. That was too bad. Gotta go to the projected. JJ, who do you think is going to win tonight? Lions or Packers? 27-24. 27-24, I got the Lions. All right. Extra point coming up. Here it is. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and the kick is good for the extra point. And that's going to make it 17-7. I can't believe that they executed that perfectly there. There was no safety, no cornerback covering Jahmyr Gibbs, and he ran a really good route. McDuffie was late on him. He was. He did not see him breaking on through. It's funny to me because the Matt Stafford-Jared Goff trade is going to go down as one of those trades that was like really, really good for both teams. You know? It's crazy. Panthers tied it back. It's 5-5 with 2:54 left to go in the third period. I'm going to turn that game on once this game goes into halftime. 5-5. Wow. That's insane. Flyers wild comeback. Dude. Who scored the last goal? Who scored the last goal? Defense in Barkley, so the Lions are doomed. I'm sorry to tell you, says Jan. Kickoff, it's going to be high and pretty deep, and it's going to go towards the back of the end zone. And with 11 seconds to go, Green Bay will have it at their own 30. They will get the ball. I believe, to start off. Yes, they will. They'll get the ball to start off the second half. That was really important for Detroit to score there. So with 11 seconds to go, do you think that they go for it? I mean, Detroit has 2 timeouts left. Are they just going to take a knee? Love will take a knee, and that's going to do it. So the end of the first half, that's where we are. We go into halftime. It's 17-7. Detroit up by 10. All right, let's turn on this Flyers game. Dude. I want to see how this thing ends. It's 5-5. Florida and Philadelphia are tied. Let's see how this thing ends. We have why do they keep adding time back onto this clock? I thought there was like a minute 55 seconds to go, and now they say it's 2:28. This doesn't make any sort of sense. Last goal for who? Who scored the last goal? I don't know. I'm checking it out right now. No clue. I just want to see who wins this game, dude. Not as high scoring as I thought, and who gets the ball back after halftime? The Packers. Packers get the ball back. So that was really important that Detroit scored, and the Packers needed to get a stop there. They almost had him, man. Almost had him. All right, so the Panthers. Who got the last goal? Who scored the last goal? Let's see. Where's the scoring plays? Where are the scoring plays? It was Evan Rodriguez who scored with 2:36 left to go. That is 7th goal of the season. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the third period of the Flyers Panthers game. Come on, Philly. I want the Flyers to win this thing, dude. I really, really do. Flyers are playing really well. 12, 10, and 3. I should go to practice tomorrow. They do practice tomorrow, right? I should go to practice. Now I can actually do... You know, it's funny. Now I could actually try to go to these open practices. And I could actually, because I have my little lavalier mic, I could do some interviews. That'd be really cool. If I could ask them to, come on and do some interviews, I would love to do that. Or just go over there and try to get footage. That'd be so sick. I should do that. Flyers, Hathaway scored the last goal for the Flyers. That's what I said. Or are you spoiling something for me? Don't spoil anything for me. Ugh. All right, so we have a face-off in Flyers territory. Let's see. Come on, I want the Flyers to win this thing. Farabee sticks up for Sanheim along the boards, and gets into a fight/scuffle with Forsling, and now gets an extra penalty for his efforts. All right, come on, man, let's win this face-off here. Goes into Flyers possession. They lost it though. Power play for Florida with 2 minutes to go. Forsling and Farabee are each on a 2-minute play, or each in the penalty box for 2 minutes. All right, come on. We got to play defense here. Play defense in our zone, dude. 19 goes over to 15. There's a shot that goes up. Saved by the Flyers. Second time, though, that's up and in. Darn it. And that makes it now 6-5. Kosolov could not get the stop there. And the Panthers are able to strike and get a goal to make it 6-5 now. That was on their 27th shot, too. Darn it. Kachuk had a good little hockey assist there. And then Reinhart was in the slot. He was open in the slot on the rebound, and he got the goal. Darn it. Come on. And now decisions have to come on up. Sam Reinhart scores on the power play goal. It's not what I needed. And I actually think I have Reinhart in fantasy hockey. So I might have cursed them if they end up losing this game. I might have actually cursed them. Rodriguez got the assist. Rodriguez scored a goal. Not now. Go Flyers, although I was originally a Panthers fan. I remember them when I was like 8 years old. So we have a timeout called. In the Stanley Cup, and the goalie for the Panthers, last name started with a rat, Ratty, Ratatowski. I could not see that. Reinhardt got the goal, dude. Come on, bro. That's his 19th goal of the season. 6-5 with 2 minutes left to go. Come on, Flyers. Come on, man. We need to come away with at least 1 point here. We got to tie it back. That goes into the back of the Flyers net, and icing is called. That just took 5 seconds off the clock. Come on. Come on, man. Let's see the Flyers try to tie this game back. Here, let's put up this the Flyers graphic. Let's put up the Flyers graphic here. Okay. Come on, Philadelphia. I want the Flyers to win this thing. This is sort of like a little watch party here. Flyers decide to go with an empty net. Puck goes down over towards the left side, and it goes right behind the net. Well, no icing called. 1:30 left to go. Little dump-off pass, and it gets flinged out over towards the right circle. And we have time called, or a stoppage in play with 1:24 left to go. Yay. Go Flyers, man. You can do it. We're doing a little watch party here. Come on, man. Got 16 people tuning in. Thank you all so much for being on here. I really appreciate it. Florida again on another power play. Is there another power play? Come on, dude. Reinhardt got the goal. Timeout was called after that. All right, so they got to bring back the goalie in. All right, so here we go. 1:20 left to be played in the third period. Flyers will try to knock it over towards Florida's zone, and Florida's going to reset right behind their own net. Come on. Can't get Tkachuk involved in this. Let's try to get Michkov a goal. Come on. 1 minute left to go. Flyers play against the Bruins next on Sunday. There's 55 seconds left to go. Florida goes on a power play. It was on, I think it was Barkov, right? Now they're just trying to play keep away. 45 seconds left to be played in the third period. Little pass over towards the inside, and that gets flinged, and it goes into Florida's possession. Puck goes behind the net. 35 seconds left to go into the Flyers' territory. 30 seconds to go. Florida still has command over the puck. A little turnover, though, as the Flyers have a little outlet pass. Couple of passes over towards the far side. The puck goes right behind the net. 18 seconds left to go. Florida still has it. They'll dump it off. They'll swing it all the way down the field or down the ice, and there's an empty net shot, and that goes up and in. And that's going to just about do it. It's icing on the cake as the Panthers score a goal to make it 7-5. I didn't really know who ended up going into the box for the Flyers, but that penalty was so huge down that stretch, and it was Tkachuk who was able to score the goal, the empty netter, to make it 7-5. And that is just about going to do it with 10 seconds to go. Man. That's a bummer. I mean, we start off behind the A-ball, and Tkachuk just comes on through, and he just does what he has to do, man. Come on. Empty netter. 5 seconds left to go. Flyers don't win the face-off. It goes into Florida's possession, and that's just going to do it. So the Florida Panthers win by a final score of 7-5 in Philadelphia. A heartbreaker for the Flyers. And that wraps things up in Philadelphia. So they are now 12, 11, and 3. See how many points they have on the season. So that means that they have what? 24. They still have 27 points. That I would have liked to see them just gain a point in this game, but they did not do that. And they end their 3-game winning streak. And look, I mean, there were some good things to take out of this. You know, you went up against the Florida Panthers team that was 15-9-2. They played really well in that second period. They didn't have a good first period, and then, you know, it just became a little bit too much for them to handle. It's a shame because they lost their first game to the Panthers 4-3 in a shootout, and that was another comeback game that they had, but they were just a little bit short. Just a little bit short, and unfortunately, they end up losing. Dude, why are the hockey play-by-plays slower than the NBA play-by-plays? I never understood that. So, like, the NBA ones are always quicker than, like, when you're watching it on TV. They keep it, like, live up to date. And I guess for hockey, they just don't for some reason. So much for the fight, says Kevin. Yeah, it's too bad. I wanted them to win that, but you know what? It was honestly, it was just annoying how things really ended there. They couldn't get the rebound, and all of a sudden, Reinhardt gets a bounce to go his way. He's wide open in the slot. Nobody can cover him. That was unfortunate. You know, we have got to do a better job at getting rebounds, and we have to take away second chance opportunities. So, Jay Thompson's here. What's up, Jay? Go Pack Go, he says. What's going on, Jay? How you doing, man? What is up, Jay? Jay Thompson. How you doing, my guy? Oh, Jay. Oh, Jay. Hold up. Hold up, Jay. Damn. Oh, Jay. Hold up. Let me mute that. Just enjoying the benefits of crappy signal. Yeah. Damn. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Damn. Wow. Trolls, man. Trolls always find a way to come back, you know. And that's sad. That's really sad. First I wanted to make sure that it was him, because, you know, sometimes that there are people that are out there that are like, you know, that just have the same name and whatever, but yeah, it's too bad. Just I don't like trolls, man. Don't like trolls. All right, I'm going to take a quick step off. It's a long story, man. I'm not going to try to go into it, but we can't have trolls on our channel. I'll see you very, very soon. I got to take a very quick step off. I got to go clear my throat again. All right, here we go. So we start off the third quarter, and we are underway as the kick is pretty high and it's pretty deep. So, okay, I understand, no problem. Yeah. It's a long story, man. Why is this? This is not what I wanted. All right, so the Packers will be going from right to left. And let's see what ends up happening on this drive for them. All right, let's go back here. 17-7 is the score. The Lions lead it by 10. And Jacobs is going to run it, and he loses a yard. As Branch is going to be able to take him down. That's Bryant Branch, who is playing over at safety, 23 years old. 6 feet tall, 203 pounds as well. Played with the Detroit Lions, was drafted last year as a second-round draft pick. 3 seconds left on the play clock as the Packers go from right to left. There we go. Here's a shotgun pass from Jordan Love. Is going to go deep. He fires it. It's caught right at the 30. Taking it to the 20. Inside the 20 is Watson. Love was looking deep over towards that right side. That's going to be caught. He'll be marked down right inside the 15. He caught it right at the 25 in Detroit territory. And that's going to have him go all the way towards the 12. That's where he's marked down. And a 1st and 10 coming up at the Detroit 12 as they are in the red zone. Nice little pass by Jordan Love. Figured he was going to go deep, but I thought that Jaden Reed was going to be able to make a nice little catch. Here we go. Here's Watson again, who tries to make a diving catch over at the 5, and it is incomplete. 2nd and 10, and Davis is the one that makes the tackle. Is that Carlton Davis? That was the one that made the tackle? Yes, it was Carlton Davis III. Davis was on the Bucs. He was on the Bucs. I was like, wait, I remember Carlton Davis. He won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm sure that Jane remembers him. 2nd and 10, 13 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Love has Reed going in motion from left to right. They fake the handoff, play action pass for Love as a lofted over towards the left side, and it's incomplete. Of the hands. And it's now a 17-13 game. Here comes the extra point. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's awesome. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. We need the Lions to lose. Come on, man. Old and true. I'm not a big seafood person. The Packers aren't done yet, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I wanted to say. Just found out that they might start banning boiling of live crustaceans because they have scientific proof that they feel pain in their brains, including deep frying live. Damn. That's wild. Wow. I'm allergic to all seafood. That's what Jude says. Damn. All right, Packers. Nice. 5 plays, 70 yards, including a deep bomb over to Christian Watson, who caught a 59-yard pass from Jordan Love. I like that. I like that bomb that he threw. That was perfect. That was perfect. Perfectly executed. It's 10:02 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Lions are going to go back out there on offense. Does this tell you, like, history of, like, when the last 2 times that these 2 teams have played? I don't think that they do that. Display player numbers. Oh, I didn't even know I could do that. Huh. That's cool. I can now place player numbers on this thing. Dude, NFL... I'll give you guys a little secret. Okay? It's not how you think it's spelled. But if you guys want to go to, like, a really good place for, like, NFL play-by-play, I'm not saying to like watch the game. I'm saying like, to like see like the written play-by-plays and all that sort of stuff. NFL Jesus, GSIS, is a very, very good spot to go. I use that at NFL Films. That's where I found out about it. And it's a very, very good site that's out there that gives you like really, really good and accurate, up-to-date play-by-play, written play-by-play commentary. And it's really, really good. It's not really commentary. It's just the written play-by-play that gives you the breakdown of what's happening as the game goes on. But yeah, NFL Jesus, GSIS. It's a very, very good site, and I like it a lot. I use it almost all the time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. What are we talking about? Seafood in the chat. Triples over towards the left side, and they'll hand it off over to Gibbs, who tries to run diagonally over towards the right side. He's met right past the line of scrimmage, though, and it's taken down after about a yard. There's a flag thrown, though. Wright did a good job at creating a little block for Jahmyr Gibbs to operate. GSIS, yes. Oh, NFL Jesus, I got you. Yeah, yes. NFL Jesus. It's really, really good. GSIS. That's correct. It's a very, very good site for like written play-by-plays, if you want to check it out. 1st and 20. 13 minutes left to go, so it's a 10-yard penalty that sets them back. It was an offensive holding on Glasgow. All right, so here comes the snap. Goff will throw it over towards the right side, and that's going to be caught for 6 yards. And that will be 2nd and 14 at the Detroit 26-yard line. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the one that makes the catch. St. Brown today, just 4 targets, 3 receptions, and a total of 16 receiving yards in this ball game. Here we go. Goff gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it, and it's intercepted by the Packers. Nixon takes it all the way over towards the 35, and he's marked out of bounds. So Jared Goff gets picked off, and the Green Bay Packers have the ball back. It's the first turnover of the game by Jared Goff and the Lions, and that's the first pick that Goff has thrown in about 4 weeks or so. And he took it all the way to the Detroit 16-yard line. He caught it right at the 30, and he took it to the 16. I couldn't see where the yard marker was. But Nixon is the one that catches the interception, and Jared Goff not so happy. Lions struggled in the second half of their last game after dominating in the first half, and we're sort of seeing a similar thing so far, and we've only played 3 minutes in this third quarter. Handoff over to Josh Jacobs, who zigzags over towards the right side, and he takes it all the way to the Detroit 14-yard line and gets 2 yards. So Goff gets picked off. It's unbelievable. And the Packers can take the lead here. Let's go. First 3 drives for the Packers offense, they only got 10 plays and 37 yards, and ever since then, they've been stomping all over the Lions with the amount of yards that they've had. Love in the shotgun gets the snap. He's looking, fires it over towards the left side. It's caught by Wicks. And Wicks, does he get past the sticks? I don't think he does, but it's going to be a 2nd and 1. And Wicks is saying that he showed it over the line. And it's going to be a 1st and goal, so he got it. He got it. 1st and goal at the Detroit 6. They'll run it with this time with Josh Jacobs. Jacobs spins, tries to go and back his way into the end zone, and he does! Touchdown by Josh Jacobs. His second rushing touchdown today. Wow, that's awesome. 20-17 Green Bay. And all of a sudden the game is flopped. Flipped. Extra point is good, by the way. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Extra point is good, and it's now 21-17. This game has totally flipped. I can't believe Josh Jacobs ran up the middle, and then he was spinning, and he backed his way into the end zone the way that he did. Nobody could take him down. It was like trying to tackle the Matrix, and nobody could take down Neo. That was his name, right? Neo in the Matrix, right? Yeah, it was. That's awesome. That's awesome. What a game. What a ball game. Got to make sure the Eagles take care of business versus the Panthers. They've been playing better. Can't just count any NFL team out, though. I agree. I agree with that. I'm surprised Larry's not here. Larry, Neo. I'm surprised Larry's not here. Larry, I'm sure, hates to probably say this, but he's rooting for the Packers. I can't. I'd be shocked if he said I'm not rooting for the Packers. That's crazy. Larry must be happy. We're Packers fans today, baby. Don't forget, we got another Sixers game tomorrow night. They face the Orlando Magic. That game will be at 7 o'clock. Then we're off Saturday. And then Sunday, Sixers play at 1. And so do the Eagles. So we're going to do the Eagles game instead at 1 o'clock on Sunday. And then next week, what's going on next week, man? Let's take a look at the NBA schedule for next week. I should probably make my schedule now. Who do we play? The Sixers. Oh, yeah, okay. Sixers play Friday the 13th. Okay, so wow, they're going to be off for 5 days. Wow, that's a long time. Okay, well, that makes me a little bit happy because I can work on extra things. And I can do extra content, and I have extra time to work on some stuff for this channel. So that's cool. At least they are green. Boiling or steaming, okay, enough is enough. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. Yes, sir. Who's on for NFL on Monday night? NFL schedule. Did the Cowboys play Monday night? NFL schedule. Is it Cowboys that play Monday night? 21-17, Green Bay up by 4. And the kick is high, and it's pretty deep end. It's going to go towards the back of the end zone, and Goff and the Detroit offense will start at their own 30-yard line. Yeah, is that next week? Or is that this week? Do they play? Bengals, Cowboys. They're on Monday night. Okay, and then it's 49ers and Rams on Thursday night. And then we play at 4:25 against the Steelers. All right. So Goff is in the gun. He'll get the snap. He finds Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs takes it all the way to the 35-yard line. So he just gets 5 yards. They say McDuffie able to get another tackle. He has 8 tackles in this game. Goff in the gun again, gets the snap, looks up the middle, and he throws it, and it's caught, and that's good enough for a first down. Or are they going to say that he was just short? They're going to say that he was just short, and it'll be a 2nd and inches, I think. They spot the ball looked like it was right before the yellow line, but they call it a first down. So he must have just got it on there. 1st and 10 with 10:20 left to be played in the third quarter. It was caught, by the way, by Patrick. All right, so this time they will run it. It's going to be just for 2 yards by Jahmyr Gibbs as he hustles up the middle, and Aaron Mosby, who was out for a couple of drives or a couple of possessions for Green Bay, is back out there. 5-man rush up front for Green Bay. Goff gets the snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it is incomplete to Sam Laporta. Man, that would have been caught at the Green Bay 45 if he would have just hung on to that. Laporta had his man beat and was just not able to haul in the catch. He got it, and then it just sort of slipped out of his hands right behind him, and it snuck by. And we have an injury over in Green Bay's side of things, over on Green Bay's side of things, and I don't know who the injury is on, but we do have an injury timeout. It'll be a 3rd and 8 coming up with 9:40 left to be played in the third quarter. So it was 17-7 heading into this third quarter, and all of a sudden, Kraft was able to get a touchdown and make it 17-14. Tucker Kraft, and then it was Josh Jacobs who had a 6-yard run, his second rushing touchdown today. Now is 21. Or sorry, now and then led the Packers to 21 points. So they were down 17-7, and they're on a 14-0 run. And again, we have an injury timeout. Go Cheese, go Cheese, go Cheese. Channels, please. What channels? What channels? Make sure that you go follow Play by Play with JJ. What a day. I need to blow my nose again. All right. Make sure you go like and make sure that you guys go subscribe as well to Play by Play with JJ. That was a perfect pass. That really was. That pass in the end zone to Tucker Kraft was awesome. How about this? According to Rob Gronkowski, this is on Bengals Center. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow actually reached out to him via text, saying, "I would love for you if you came to the Cincinnati Bengals." Gronk, thinking it was a prank, never responded. Oh, man. Ugh. That's funny. According to Gronk, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow reached out to him via text and told him that and Joe Burrow said to him, "I'd love for you to come play with the Bengals," and Gronk thought it was a prank. Of course he did. That's funny. For games mentioned, where can we find you? You can find me on Play by Play with JJ. The Sixers don't play till Friday, so we got a short week next week, that means. So Friday we got ourselves a Sixers game, and I guess that's I guess we got Friday and Sunday, and that's it. Might do a Flyers game next week too. Goff will throw it over towards the flat. It's caught by Montgomery, and he takes it past the 45, and it'll be marked down right on the hash mark of the 49-yard line. I think that's hysterical. I think that's so hysterical. Matvei Michkov collected an assist on the Flyers' first goal of the game and became the first rookie this season to reach the 20-point mark, according to NHL PR. All right, so it's a 4th and 1 coming on up for Detroit. They're going to go for it, and Goff sneaks up the middle, and he gets a first down, and we're at midfield, and there's a new set of downs for the Lions. So the QB sneak works, and Goff is just able to dive on forward, and nobody could take him down. So just a 1-yard gain. Jacobs, 56 rushing yards. Montgomery and Gibbs with a combined 48 rushing yards. Goff fakes the handoff, play action pass, and it'll find David Montgomery, who catches at the 50, takes to the 45, to the 40, and it's inside the 40. He's marked down at the 37-yard line. So that's a gain of 13 on that little short pass to David Montgomery. And Wooden is the one that's able to make the tackle. You know, every time that they try to use David Montgomery as a receiver, there's no linebackers or nobody on him just to cover him. And the Detroit O-line just does a good job at letting him space to operate. 1st and 10, another fake handoff as Goff rolls over towards the right side. He'll keep it, he'll take it to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, and he runs out of bounds and gains about 8 yards. And clock's still winding down with 7:35 to go in the third quarter. They'll actually say that he got 9 by the time that he stepped out of bounds. And they'll mark him down at the Green Bay 28-yard line. There's Matt LaFleur trying to see if his defense can step up here and allow Green Bay to get a stop. Goff behind or under center, hands it off as he gets tripped up and hands it off over to Amon-Ra to Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs takes it all the way to the 15, to the 10, and he runs out of bounds towards the near side, and he's marked out at the 8. So Jahmyr Gibbs runs for 20 yards, and that tackle was just a little bit late. As soon as Goff got it, he immediately just handed it off to Jahmyr Gibbs. Then Goff got tackled right about a millisecond after he gave the football up. So he got that off by just the skin of his teeth, literally. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. 6:25 to go in the game, in the third quarter. Goff gets the snap. He's looking towards the end zone, throws it towards the back of the end zone, towards the left side. It's incomplete. It was supposed to be the Sam Laporta. Good job by Stokes, though, to be able to stay on him and create it really difficult for him to even just leap up and make the catch there. He was covered pretty well. Laporta, so far in this game, he has 6 targets, 4 receptions for 40 receiving yards. Hasn't caught a touchdown, though, today. The Lions have a total of 242 net yards, and Green Bay has 190. Another handoff. This time it goes over to Gibbs. Gibbs gets tripped up right inside as he goes towards the 4. And they'll mark him down just at about the 5. I thought that maybe he got over to the 4, but his knee was down at the 5, they'll say, and it'll be 3rd and goal. So no gain. No gain. Okay, they do say that he got to the 4. Okay. They changed it. Okay. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for Detroit as they've been in the red zone today. Triple receivers over towards the left side. Goff is going to hand it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs gets an extra 2 yards, but he's marked short of the goal line, and it'll be 4th and goal at the Green Bay 3. Let's see if the Packers can get a stop here, as Dan Campbell is going to go for it and be aggressive. If the Packers defense can hold up, that would be huge. 4th and goal with 5:15 left to go in the third quarter. Can the Packers defense get a stop and cause a turnover on downs? Goff gets the snap. He's looking towards the end zone. He fires it. It's caught. And Detroit takes the lead 23-21. It was caught towards the right side by Tim Patrick. He got it. And again, they're now 2 for 2 on 4th down. Patrick ran over towards the slot, and he was wide open. Nobody was on him. Nobody even touched him. And guess what? He's able to make the catch. And Detroit takes the lead, retakes the lead, I should say, with 5:02 left to go in the third quarter. Extra point coming up. Here it is. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. It was a line drive kick by Jake Bates, and he executes once again on an extra point. So 24-21 is the score, with 5 minutes and 2 seconds left to be played in the third quarter. Okay. They almost had it, man. We're going streaking. You got a neck. Scott, I hope you feel better, man. Max Coverage TV, what's up? What is up, Max? How you doing, dude? Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. Guys, make sure that you guys go follow Max Coverage TV. Let me post his link, or hold up. I'm going to make you a mod, my guy. Got to make you a mod. And you know what you got to do. You got to drop your link down below, my friend. Now you're a mod, and now you can do anything you want. So just drop that link down below. This guy, by the way, this guy does an incredible job at covering the New York Yankees. He does. And I'm not just blowing smoke up his you-know-what. I want to get you on next year sometime, like during a pregame show or during a podcast, so that way we can do we can talk about the Yankees and we can talk about the Phillies. That'd be really, really cool. I want to get you on sometime, man. You do an awesome job, and you had an awesome year, man. I know that the Yankees didn't fully get it done for you, but you had an incredible, incredible year, man. And more and more good things are coming your way, dude. They really, really are. So I'm very proud of you, and continued success along the way as always. Shout out to Max Coverage TV, man. Let's give him a round of applause. He deserves that. Nice little round of applause. All right. Let's go Packers, cheeseheads. Who gets the W, Green Bay or Detroit? We have 41 votes. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, by the way. Hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on the bell icons. Next game is tomorrow night. We got Sixers and Magic at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure that you are tuning into that. And Max Coverage TV, thank you again so much for being on over here. Means a lot to me, man. Go Max Coverage. Yes, sir. Is he live right now? Is he live? Or did he just come on over here to say hi? Because that was really, really nice. If he is live, I want to make sure that we go say hi back. He is live.
I mean, I don't. Hey, I'm not.
He is live. Nice. Love you, man. Shout out to you. He is live. How about that? Just 38 people tuning in. We'll go say hi back to him. You know? We'll do that. All right, kickoff by Bates. It's going to go over towards the back of the end zone, and Jordan Love will start things off at his own 30-yard line. Go Max Coverage. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want him to get 10K by the end of this year. He has 8.5. Dude, it's December. It's December. I can't believe that we're that late into the year. Crazy. 5:02 left to be played here in the third quarter as the Green Bay Packers go from right to left. Love in the shotgun. Right behind him is Josh Jacobs. Dual receivers over towards the right side. And they flip it back. Jacobs had it. Flipped it back over to Jordan Love. Love escapes the pocket. Throws it. It's incomplete. There was a little lateral pass from Jacobs all the way over to Jordan Love. And he tried to fling it with the blitz coming. And thank goodness he got it off. That was good on his end. Hey. Second and 10. Clock stops with 4:54 left to be played here in the third quarter. Lions lead it 24-21. Packers have put up 14 points in this third quarter. Lions have put up 7. They ended off again over to Jacobs, who runs over towards the 30 and gets plowed right at the 29-yard line. And there was a swarm full of Detroit Lions that were there to just meet him right at that 29-yard line. And so it'll be 3rd and 9 coming on up. Jacobs with 57 rushing yards on 13 carries tonight. So here it is, 3rd and 9. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Can the Packers move the chains? 2 seconds left. Receiver in motion, calling for a handoff, and now they're gonna call for time, or are they gonna call for a flag? Love, they wanted to call for a timeout. I think that they just got the timeout off. Yeah, they did. They just got the timeout off, and the Lions were looking for a delay of game, and they did not get that. So the Packers are forced to burn a timeout because not everybody was on the same page. It's 3rd and 9 at the Green Bay 31-yard line. Packers down by 3. They were down 17-7 heading into the half. Triples over towards the right. And a single receiver over to the left. Love backs up as he's in the shotgun. He'll get the snap. He throws it. And it is caught by Watson as it was being tugged by the cornerback. And it's going to be a 4th down coming on up. It should be a 4th and 3. And I think that Matt LaFleur is going to elect to punt the football here. That was way too short from the sticks. It was Tom Arnold who tried to tuggle that football with Christian Watson, and Watson was still able to hang on to it, but 4th and 3, and the punting unit goes out there, and this time the punt is going to be placed over towards the 20, and a fair catch is made right at the 20-yard line, and that is going to do it on that drive by Green Bay. And Detroit will get the football back. And Jared Goff is going to go back out there along with the rest of the offense. Packers almost were able to get a defensive stop there last time, but the Lions executed perfectly in the end zone, or in the red zone, and were able to get to the end zone. That was their second time that they've actually been able to do that today. .322 left to go in the third quarter. Lions go from left to right. Goff under center, fakes the handoff, play action pass, and he'll throw it over towards the right side. It's caught right at the 23-yard line, and a pile on of Packers are going to try to take down Jahmyr Gibbs right at the 24. It's just a gain of 3. That was David Montgomery, I beg your pardon. So they'll say that he got over to the 25. Last 4 possessions have not really resulted in Detroit's favor except for the very last one. 2nd and 7, Goff hands it off over to David Montgomery. Montgomery tries to find a hole, and instead of taking it down the center, he goes over towards the right side. And not too much there. Not much at all. Maybe just a gain of 1. As Wyatt is going to be the one that gets credit for the tackle. 3rd and 6 with 2:25 left to be played here in the third quarter. Love the season. We talked about how many passing yards he's had, but hasn't really turned the ball over too much. I mean, he does have 11 interceptions, but has been really efficient over his last 5 or so games. 3rd and 6, and there's a throw up the middle that's going to be caught by Patrick. And did he get to the marker? I think he's going to be marked a little bit short. And Dan Campbell is going to, I assume, try to go for it here. It'll be 4th and 1 at the Detroit 31. And the offense, it looks like that they're going to stay out there. So can the Packers cause a turnover? The Lions today are 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions. Tim Patrick made the catch at the ball spot at the 31-yard line. Goff under center. He'll pitch it back over to Gibbs. Gibbs tries to take it over to the 30, and he's going to be marked short, and the Packers will take over on downs. Not a good play call by Dan Campbell, and they could not get past the sticks, and the ball will be spotted. The field positioning for the Green Bay Packers is perfect. They have it at the Detroit 31-yard line, and they are certainly within field goal range now. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Green Bay as they take on over. Wow. JJ, I sent you a subscriber. Thank you. Lions have 24, not 17. Did I say that they have 17? That's 24 to 21. I don't think I said 17, but if I did, I apologize. Thank you, JJ. Tapper Mill, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. What's up, Mitch? All right, a handoff over to Josh Jacobs, and Jacobs is able to get a couple of yards out of it, and it'll be 2nd and 8. I can't believe that, man. Did I say 17? Did I say 24 to 17? Please let me know. 2nd down. So, Lions are now 3 for 4 on 4th down conversions. That was a big mistake, man. I don't know why. I don't know why they would go for it there. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. And here's a fake handoff and a play-action pass from Love over to Tucker Kraft, who catches it at the 15, takes it to the 10, tries to leap over a defender, and he's marked down at the 7. And it's a 1st and goal coming on up. And that's probably going to be the last play, I assume, before the end of the third quarter. What a strike thrown by Jordan Love. Just threw it right at the belt area. And Tucker Kraft was able to make another really nice catch. Kraft and, you said 24-21. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, 1 second separating the play clock from the game clock. 5 seconds to go. And Love is calling for the ball, and I think that's going to do it. So, we go into the fourth quarter, and the Green Bay Packers are on the doorstep of the Detroit Lions to try to take the lead. 1st and goal when we return at the Detroit 6. Trivia time. Let's go. I'm going to ask you an NFL trivia question. If you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. Here we go. Let's do a little bit of Lions and Packers trivia. Let's do that. All right, so these two teams have faced each other a total amount of 180 times. Okay? The Packers have won more games, but how many games have the Packers won? against the Lions all time. Let's see how many of you guys get this right. NFL trivia time. Yes, sir. How many games have the Packers won against the Lions? They faced each other a total of 180 times. How many games have the Packers won? Give me a rough estimate. Give me a rough estimate. Lions and Packers have been division rivals since 1933. Crazy. Both teams were a part of the NFL's Western Conference until 1970, and then they moved to the NFC Central, which is now referred to as the NFC North. 100. You're actually pretty close, but 100 is very, very close. 78. No. Nope. 100 is very close. It's really not that far off. The rivalry is often known as the Super Bowl. I didn't even know that. They've actually met each other twice in the playoffs, and the Packers won both of those games. I got kicked out or something. 105. 105 is closer. But 94 is his tapper. Nope. RC, dude, I haven't seen you on here in a while. What's going on, man? How are you? Well, I meant to play that. That was not the sound effect I wanted to play. 103, you're so close, William. William is by far the closest. I got kicked out. 105. Actually, Jane is the closest. First and goal coming on up. 107. Oh, you guys are so close. 106. Yes, you got it. 106 wins, 77 losses, and 7 ties. First and goal. All right, play action pass for Jordan Love. He has time. He's going to throw it over towards the right side. It's caught by Kraft, and he just gets about a yard as he runs out of bounds, too. That doesn't really matter right now, but it's going to be second and goal at the Detroit 4-yard line. So that's just a gain of 2. Packers today in the red zone have had 3 drives, and they've had 3 touchdowns. 24-21 is the score. I said it was going to be 27-24 was my final score for Detroit, I think it was. Love hands it off over to Jacobs. Jacobs trying to get a hat trick of touchdowns, and he does. He goes into the end zone and marches on through, dives on forward. 3 rushing touchdowns today for Josh Jacobs. And the Packers retake the lead. They're up 27-24. Oh, man. Let's go, baby. Extra point, ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. Nice. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Eagles. Nice. So the extra point was good. That makes it 20-24. And Detroit will get the ball back. 7 ties, man. Just checking on JJ and seeing how's the JJ doing. Dude, I haven't seen you on here in a while, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Drop your link down below, man. I appreciate you, dude. Let's go, Cheeseheads. All right, where's the swoops in the chat? There's Swoop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Wow, so if the Lions lose, then that means that the Vikings and the Eagles will both be half a game behind Detroit. Detroit will be half a game behind them for first place. And also, the Packers I believe the Packers would also be a game behind Detroit too. That's correct, right? Yeah, is that true? NFL standings. All right, 28-24. And the kickoff, here it is. It's high, it's pretty deep. It's going to go end over end. And the Detroit Lions will have it at their own 30-yard line. Okay. So, yeah. That means that the Packers would then go on to be 10-3. And they would be a game behind Detroit. Unbelievable. Goff with the play-action pass. He's looking downfield. He throws it. It's caught at the 45. And that is going to... It's going to be caught for a first down, and that is a gain of 15 yards, or 18 yards over to Tim Patrick. Xavier McKinney was able to make the tackle, but Tim Patrick is now being utilized more in the air game, and he gets 18 yards. Nobody covered him. The ball was almost blocked, though, by a linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. Just a little bit over the head, though, and Bullard is down. He's sitting up, but he is being checked out by the medical staff with 13:54 left to go. There's Swoop, baby. Swoop's in the chat. Love it. And yes, it's the witching hour for Thursday Night Football, says Scott Hansen. Scott Hansen also said Josh Jacobs must know that it must be a big fantasy week coming on up. Jane Grammer missed it by that much. Come on. This is the best Thursday Night Football game that we've had probably in 2 years. Probably in 2 years. This is the best Thursday Night Football game that we've had. This might actually be the best Amazon Thursday Night Football game ever. Because when did Amazon start? Amazon started when I was at NFL Film, so that was back in 2022. It's going to be a tight one. My final score might be closer than I thought. Was low scoring in the first half. I figured it was going to pick up. This Green Bay team is, you don't want to play around with them. I don't want to see Green Bay in the playoffs. And I'll tell you what, I don't want to see Todd Bowles either. Todd Bowles has our number. I don't want to see Todd Bowles in the playoffs either if we have to play them. Yeah, this is the best Thursday Night Football game that we've had on Amazon Prime. Think about that. I can't think of any other good games that were like this. Any other good Thursday Night Football games over the last 2 years? I want to look it up now. Football games over the last 2 years. Last 10 Thursday Night Football games. Okay, so you got the Bears and the Lions. I remember back in the day when Monday night was 9 o'clock and it went all the way till midnight. I like those games. I like the sound of that. Yeah, Thursday night. The Bears and the Lions. That wasn't Thursday Night Football. That was Thanksgiving. That's a good possibility for a first round. Bucks are in the hunt. Yeah, I don't want to face Todd Bowles. 20-24, 1st and 10 for the Lions. Goff, play action again. Throws it over to David Montgomery, who's wide open. Catches it past midfield and gets about another 2 yards after the catch. And it'll be a 2nd and 4 at the Green Bay 46-yard line. A total of, how about this? A total of 509 yards in this game. The Lions have had 282. The Packers have had 227. They'll hand it off again, and this time they'll go to the ground game. And Montgomery is able to run for just a couple of yards, and it'll be a 3rd and short. Only a 3rd and 2 coming on up. Clark again has had a very, very good game for the Packers. is able to take down David Montgomery. Montgomery in the running game, 35 rushing yards and 33 receiving yards, so give him a total of 68 scrimmage yards. Goff throws it up the middle again. This time he finds Amon-Ra St. Brown wide open, and that'll move the sticks. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 11 yards on that reception, and he takes it to the Green Bay 33-yard line. 4 plays, 37 yards in 99 seconds on this current drive by Detroit, as both teams have been scoring in this second half, and it's been back and forth now. That turnover by Goff really did change the whole entire narrative, and it's been back and forth, and we're in a dogfight. 12 minutes to go. A handoff over to Gibbs, and Gibbs gets past the line of scrimmage, takes it over towards the left tackle, past the left tackle, and just gets 2 yards out of it, but still something. We have 210 rushing yards on the ground for Detroit. They've certainly, 87 rushing yards on the ground, 210 yards in the air for the Lions. 2nd and 8 at the Green Bay 31 as the Lions go from right to left. Goff will get the snap. He throws it up the middle again, and a nice diving catch by Sam Laporta, and he says, move the sticks. Laporta was in good coverage, too, and Jared Goff threw a strike. Isaiah McDuffie was covering him, but Sam Laporta did a good job at hauling in the catch. And he's been tightly guarded, too, and he's done an incredible job. This is why he's looked upon as the best tight end in the NFL. 54 receiving yards, which is second behind Williams in the receiving game. There we go. A nice little run by Amon-Ra St. Brown on a jet sweep, and he's able to move the sticks again, and he takes it to the Green Bay 7. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes over towards the left side. It was actually a run, and they handed it off over to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And Detroit once again in the red zone. First and goal at the 7 in Green Bay territory. Goff will hand it off over to Montgomery. Montgomery takes it all the way towards the 4 and lands right on the hash mark. I will tell you that Green Bay's defense in the red zone has been really good overall, except that both times that the Lions went for it on 4th down in the red zone, they were able to succeed. So they'll mark him down at the Green Bay 3, David Montgomery, as he has not been able. He actually has sniffed the end zone and has gotten in once. That's it. 2nd and goal. They'll hand it off again to Montgomery. Montgomery runs up the middle, takes it to the 2, and a pile-on of Packers and Lions go on over there. The ball is still on its feet, and now they call the play dead. 3rd and goal at the 2. They'll mark him down actually at the 1. That's what they'll say on NFL Jesus, but it looks like maybe he got over to the 1.5 marker. Regardless, he's inside the 2. Or inside the 3. All right. And it is at the 1.5 marker. Goff under center. Tight end in motion. Goff fakes the handoff, throws it towards the end zone. Caught by Patrick. And Patrick is able to catch his 2nd touchdown today. And Detroit takes the lead once again, 30-28, with 8:39 left to be played in the 4th quarter. And Matt LaFleur shakes his head and has to go back to the drawing board with Jordan Love. Well, they faked that handoff over to Montgomery. That's where all the attention was. And Patrick, that play was supposed to go to him, ends up making a nice catch. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good by Jake Bates. And the Lions lead it by 3 with 8:39 left to be played. And Jared Goff comes through once again, 27 for 36. 3 passing touchdowns and 228 passing yards in this ball game for him. And we'll see what happens in just a few moments as we have a timeout in the action. Now Thursday night is the go. You can only see Thursday night football on Prime. Yeah, this is the best NFL Prime game. We can get it. College football game tonight. The rich get richer. Pretty soon you'll have to pay to watch the Super Bowl, says Kevin. Yeah, man. This is how the industry's going, man. This is how the industry is. It's they want to make more money. It's entertainment, and they know that they can get the customers to pay more. And that's just how it is. It's whether that's right or wrong. It's how the industry is. JJ, can I change my prediction? That's not how this works, my guy. No. You're funny, though. You're very funny. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get to 50 likes on here, man. I want us to get to 50. What are we at, 30? We're at 30. We're at exactly 30. Let's get to 50 by the end of the stream. Not me. Well, even so, even if you're not paying for it, guess what? You're paying for your time still, by coming on over here. So even if you're not paying it with money, you're still paying it with your time. But guess what? You'd still be paying it with your time if you were watching it too. So I guess that's, yeah. I just thought about that. Cable's a ripoff. You mean the streaming services that, with Apple TV and all these other things just to watch sports. It's weird, man. Like, I saw that the delay the first time, like when I was watching this on Amazon Prime and I was actually at the game. I was working for the Jets. I was doing something for NFL Films. I had to do enhanced audio. It was the Jets taking on the Giants. Or was it it was the Jets? I think it was the Jets Giants at MetLife. I think that's what it was. It was a Thursday night game. And I had to do enhanced audio, and I saw that the delay to tape was like 28 seconds. So, like, in person, obviously, yeah, it's 28 seconds behind on TV. But that was interesting. I had 32, Lions, and Packers 28. I had Prime for 3 weeks, and all the games sucked, and the commentators sucked. No, thank you. And, of course, now you got a good game. 31-28 is the score. 8:39 left to be played here in the fourth quarter, and the ball will be caught right towards the back of the end zone by the Packers, and they'll set things up at their own 30-yard line, and Jordan Love is going to go back out there along with the rest of the Packers offense. Love has had a very good game so far, 9 for 16 in the passing game, 139 passing yards, but he's been very efficient. He really has. And the ground has really helped them out, too. That's really been what has stood out for them today. Josh Jacobs, 64 rushing yards on 15 carries. Jordan Love had a couple of keepers as well, including one for a 14-yard gain. Here's Jacobs, who spins and tries to go forward, and there's going to be a flag called, and that's going to go against Detroit, I believe. Oh, they're going to call a false start on the offense. Okay. So that is going to be a 5-yard penalty, and it's going to be a 1st and 15 at the Green Bay 25, which is where from all these other years, that's like where the ball would have been spotted after kickoffs if he took the knee. 1st and 15, 8:39 left to be played here in the fourth quarter. Packers down by 3, 31-28. Love under center. Doubles over towards the left and towards the right as well. They'll hand it off to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs takes it over towards the right side, zigzags through, and just gets 1 yard. And it'll be 2nd and 14. Carlton Davis did a good job at reading that play and understanding that Josh Jacobs was going to be the number 1 target, and was able to take him down and tackle him at the Green Bay 26. decided to go inside just a little bit and did not get fooled. I think he was, he did a good job there. All right. 8 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. Reed in motion as he goes from left to right. Love fakes the handoff. Pass rush coming. He escapes. He throws it over towards the right side. It's caught by Watson right at the 45. He takes it to the 50 and goes inside the 50 towards the 45. The pass rush was coming for Jordan Love. Nobody could stop that person coming in on the right side. And Love did a good job at just escaping and then climbing the pocket to be able to make that pass. And that throw was right on the money over to Christian Watson. And he was covered pretty well, too, by that secondary safety. They'll hand it off or pitch it over to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs took it over towards the right, and then he saw that a tackler was coming and decided to, loop around over towards the left of the middle, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Ali Muhammad is the guy that gets the stop. So it's 2nd and 10 at the Detroit 45-yard line. This would be a 63-yard field goal. So they have to get essentially to the 35-yard line to get a first down. The Detroit 35, that is. That was an unbelievable play by Jordan Love. 5-man rush up front. Love gets the snap. He has time. He throws up the middle. It's caught again right at the right at the 31, and taking it to the 25. Inside the 20 is going to be Jordan Wicks, who comes up with a nice catch. He climbed the ladder to make the catch. And another nice play called by Jordan Love. Good job by the offensive line to buy him some time. Number 71 did a good job at just tripping up one of the linebackers for Detroit. Couldn't tell if that was Jack Campbell or what, but still, Wicks comes up with a nice catch. Love makes a perfect throw, and that's going to put them at the Detroit 19-yard line. 1st and 10. This would be a 37-yard field goal. And Branch is down. So we have a stoppage in play, and Branch is being checked out by the Detroit medical staff. And so we have a timeout called on the field. Jordan Love, 4 plays, 51 yards, and just a matter of 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Now, mind you, Green Bay has 2 timeouts left, and Detroit has all 3 of their timeouts left. So even if Green Bay gets a touchdown here, they're still in the driver's seat. They are. But I wonder if they go for a 2-point conversion. Don't know. Oh, wait, never mind. Because, no, this would be, I'm so stupid. No. It would be 34-31. So then it's a 3-point game. So, yeah, so you just go for the touchdown and just make it 35-31. I wasn't doing the math correctly. That's why I'm not a head coach. Time for the Packers to score again, says Kevin. Yes, sir. 1st and 10 at the 19. Let's go, baby. 6:03 left to go. Empty backfield. Triples over towards the left side. Love again gets the snap. He has time. Throws it up the middle. It's caught by Reed. He catches it at the 12, takes it inside the 10, and he's marked down at the 8-yard line. Nice play again. And it'll be a 1st and goal right at the 8. That was Wicks that ended up making the catch. Wicks has been utilized more so in this offensive scheme now by Matt LaFleur. And he did a great job at just navigating and running a nice little simple route. That's a 12-yard pass. Wicks did get injured during the play, and hopefully he's going to stay out there. He's going back over towards the sideline along with the Reed, as it's now a 1st and goal at the Detroit 7. He's not going over to the medical tent. He's just over on the sideline. 5:40 left to be played here in the 4th quarter. 1st and goal at the 7. For Green Bay, they trail 31-28. They were down 17-7 at halftime. And have done a really, really good job in this second half, putting up 21 points against Detroit's 14. Here's Jacobs, who runs and gets plowed right at about the 5. Pylon is there. Ball still up. And he is clobbered and just gets 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal. I should mark him down right at the 6. And now there's 5 minutes left to go. Green Bay just trying to milk that clock and just take as much time off as they possibly can. I would run it again, personally. See if the offensive line for the Packers can do a good job with Josh Jacobs. Love gets the snap. They're going to go to the air game instead. He'll roll over towards the right side. It's caught over towards the end zone by Jacobs. There's a couple of flags, though. And it's going to be on the offense, and they're going to call it back. Jacobs caught it. He went into the end zone, and they're going to call this one back. The refs are going to gather together. 4:32 left to be played here in the fourth quarter. And let's see. Pass interference is called on Christian Watson. And they're going to call a 10-yard penalty, and that's going to send them back to the Detroit 16. That's a big call. Carlton Davis was covering him. Oof. That's a tough call, man. 4:32 left to be played here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and goal at the Detroit 16. That is a big penalty. Love communicating as Watson's in motion as he goes from right to left, and now Reed is in motion, and triple receivers over towards that left side. Love will get the snap. He has time. He backs up all the way over towards the 30. He throws it, and it is incomplete. Nobody was home over towards the back of the end zone. So 4:25 now left to go, and that's where the clock will stop. Man, that's a big penalty call. Come on, the Packers need to get a touchdown here. They really do. I mean, yeah, of course you got to tie it with a 3 if it all comes down to that, but you got to get a touchdown, man. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Love and the Packers back at the Detroit 16. He'll get the snap. He'll navigate the pocket. He'll climb up. He'll take it to the 20. Tries to stiff arm over towards the 15. And he is taken down immediately at the 14-yard line. So just a gain of 2. And this will probably send out the field goal unit, you would assume. And this would be a 32-yard field goal. So the Lions do get a nice big stop. And that'll send out the field goal unit. He says Lions are about to win. The Green Bay defense isn't stopping anything. I don't know about that. I don't know. 3:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And we are tied with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. And Jared Goff is going to go back out there for the Lions. So this does change things, that's for sure. Lions did a good job, though, getting that stop. So at least that they're tied. Is seriously Larry a mod? He is a mod. Why wouldn't he be a mod? He has the wrench always next to his name. Damn. Larry's a mod. Why wouldn't Larry be a mod? He's always had the wrench next to his name. 37 people on here watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icons, man. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We're locked in at 31. It was 17-7 at halftime. Give them your mojo, JJ. Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo, dude. What a character on Powerpuff Girls. What a villain. I should dress up as Mojo Jojo for Halloween. That might be a good one. That might be a good Halloween costume. Huh. Mojo Jojo. Not good. Not good at all, but I believe in the Packs defense. Scott Wright, you're so right. Yeah. Where are you tuning in from? Let me know down below. If you were tuning in for the very first time, welcome on in. Welcome on in to Play by Play with JJ. Appreciate you guys, man. These NFC North games have been cinema all year long, says Key. And she's right. These NFC North games have been awesome. All right. Let's go, man. 31-31 with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in regulation. Oh, did I ever put the Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I forgot to put I forgot to put our NFL game back on, bro. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm sorry about that. Nobody said anything until just now. It's been like almost a whole second half. Thanks for finally saying something. There we go. Okay. Nobody said anything. I will take that off now. Okay. Oh, whoops. All right, kickoff. Here it is. Ball is kicked pretty high, and it goes over towards the back of the end zone. That's going to be caught. Why is this not working? There it is. Ugh, did I not do this right? Ugh. There we go. Okay. Goff will get the snap. He's looking, and he fires it. It's caught, and that is going to be a big gain. That's another first down for the Detroit Lions, as it was able to make the catch there was Williams for 19 yards. Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks so much for letting me know. Williams was able to make a really nice catch there. All right, here we go. Goff is going to get the snap again. He throws it over towards that right side. It's caught by number 17. That's Patrick, and he takes it for another 10 yards. He caught it. It was a 7-yard catch, and then he got 4 yards after the catch. And now the ball is at the Green Bay 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Detroit as they are marching down the field very, very quickly. They got to get some pressure, and they have to do a good job at doing whatever they can to stop Jared Goff. He's had a very good second half so far. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Goff under center. 3 seconds left on the play clock. They'll pitch it back over to Gibbs, and Gibbs gets clustered at the 40-yard line. Maybe he'll just get a gain of 1. We'll say that he got just 1 yard out of it, I believe, and it's a second down coming on up. They have time to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down coming on up. They're just going to let the time go as much as possible. All right. 2:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Can the Packers make it difficult for the Lions? Goff in the shotgun. He'll get the snap. He's looking towards the right side. He throws it. It's caught by Gibbs, and he runs out of bounds. And it'll be 3rd down with 2:01 left to go. It's 3rd and 7. I don't know why he ran out of bounds, but he did. And the clock stops. 3rd and 7, 2:01 left to go. And we'll see what happens here, but I would have just taken it down to the 2-minute warning because guess what? You get an extra play. Here we go. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Packers trying to get a stop here. 5 seconds to go. Goff gets the snap. Rash rush coming. He throws it over to Gibbs. Gibbs gets some space, and he lunges forward. He dives, and he gets the first down. And we go all the way to the 2-minute warning. Just like that, Jahmyr Gibbs comes up with a nice catch and gets some extra yards after that catch. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. That's a 7-yard gain. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 30. And the 2-minute warning, here it is, with 1:55 left to go. Pushing players into a first down, dude. Crazy. Unbelievable. Ugh. Darn it. It's too bad. Too bad, man. Yay. Mojo Jojo and the Powerpuff Girls. Who will get the W? Yeah, it's not looking good for the Packers now. It ain't looking so good. Now, they do have 2 timeouts, but they needed that stop there. I don't know how Gibbs got the amount of yards that he did, but darn, that was big. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell icon too, man, and that way you'll know when we go live. For Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. I'll be back on tomorrow night. We got another Sixers game. Sixers take on the Magic tomorrow night at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Well, we've been on for like 4 days in a row, which for winter sports, it's a lot. That's a lot. So that's good. Very, very good. Come on. Come on, Packers. Come on, Packers. We need a turnover. Somehow, some way. A fumble would be incredible. If we could cause a fumble, that would be incredible. Son of a bee's nest. Let's go defense. Come on, man. They're in field goal range. They're at the 30. They're at the Green Bay 30. So this would be a 48-yard field goal. Yeah. They needed to get that stop on 3rd down. And they didn't. So we're inside the 2-minute warning. We're tied up 31-31 in Detroit. 1:55 left to go. And they're just going to take as much time off the clock, I guess, as possible and just try to move the sticks. All right, St. Brown in motion. Goff gets the snap. He's looking. He finds Montgomery. Montgomery catches it right at the 30, and he takes it right over to the 28. And a timeout. We have a flag actually called. And let's see. This could be a big call. Refs are gathering together. I don't know who the flag is going to be on. Clock stopped, though, with 1:48 left to go. Refs are gathering together, all 5 of them, to figure out what this call should be. They call a holding on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. And Dan Campbell's not happy about that. It's going to be on Rag now for holding. So that should be now a 1st and 15 at the Green Bay 35-yard line. 1st and 20, I should say. They call it a 10-yard penalty? Ref said it was a 5-yard penalty, I thought. So 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 40. Huh. So this would be a 58-yard field goal. And again, Green Bay has 2 timeouts. They do. They have 2 timeouts left. 1st and 20 now with 1:48 left to go. Goff under center. They'll hand it off over to Montgomery. Montgomery tries to knock on the door and get a hole. He can't do so. And the play is finally ruled dead. It's just a gain of 4. And 2nd and 16 will be coming up in just a little bit. But the Packers will use a timeout. And that's their second timeout taken. 10-yard penalty. That's a big call, man. So if the Lions get a first down here, it's pretty much over. It's pretty much over. They'll call it 2nd and 17 at the Green Bay 37. Again, 1:42 left to go here in this fourth quarter. This would be a 54-yard field goal for Detroit. Goff gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it up the middle. It's caught, and St. Brown makes the catch, and he caught it right at the 20, and he gets the first down. Got the first down right there. Again, they are doing a good job at utilizing the middle of the field. Let's see where he was marked down. Yep, got it right at the 20. And the third and final timeout will be taken by Green Bay. Wow. Nobody has been able to cover any of the receivers up the middle. And Amon-Ra St. Brown comes up with a dagger potentially. Makes a really nice catch. So Goff does make a nice pass. The play is going to be under review to see if he got to the first down marker or not. I think he got it. I do. But he caught it. At least it'll be, even if it's not a first down, it's going to be like 3rd and inches. That was a strike thrown to by Jared Goff. He's a good quarterback, man. They're going to reset the clock to 1:37, and it is going to be a 3rd and inches. So they're not done yet. And the Packers did take a timeout, so they burned their 3rd and final timeout. 1:27 left to go. All right. 3rd and inches. They said that he did not get to it, as the play was under review. 3rd and inches with 1:27 left to be played. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Goff now under center again. Duels over towards the right and the left. Montgomery gets taken down, and the Packers get the stop. It'll be 4th and inches. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, and the clock is going to be taken down. Good job by the Packers defense to be able to just take him down for no gain. 1:03 left to go. 20 seconds left on the play clock here, and it's now 4th and inches. And what do? Do you take the 3, or do you just go for it here? 5 seconds left to go. I believe that Dan Campbell's probably going to burn the timeout. Yep, he is. It's his timeout. With 43 seconds left. So the game isn't over. Wow. Now they're going to have to use timeouts, man. Let them score. 43 seconds left. Good job by the Packers to take down David Montgomery. Who was that made the diving forward? It was on the left defensive end. Did a good job there. Did a really good job there. 4th and inches. Let's see what happens. Goff is over on the sidelines. I would just take the 3. I would. They don't have any timeouts left. Jake Bates is going to go out there for the field goal, I believe. Looked like he was going out there, but all right. So they are gonna go for it. It seems like offense still out there. 4th and inches. Wow. Can the Packers get the stop? That's the question. Goff gets tripped up, hands it off to Montgomery, and Montgomery gets the first down. He takes it all the way towards the 15, and the Lions are going to just milk this clock all the way down, and they're going to try to end the game with a field goal. Wow. They had Jared Goff 2 on the ropes. He got tripped up, and he somehow was able to give it up to David Montgomery as quickly as possible, and Montgomery got the first, and this will probably be a 32-yard field goal. Wow. It was Cox that made the tackle there. Look, he got tripped up. Was his knee down? Yeah, he just fell, and I think it was right before his knee hit the ground, he was able to hand it off. Right? It wasn't touched. His knee was actually on the ground, but I don't think he was touched. I'll just say timeout number 4 by Green Bay. Can they challenge this? No. <sighs> 28 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. So Goff is in the huddle. Nixon got hurt during the play. All right, so Goff is going to get out of the huddle. They'll probably just take a knee, I assume. Nope. Goff is just going to slide down. And it'll be 2nd down. And the clock is going to go all the way to probably 1 second. And this will be a game-winning field goal for Jake Bates. So 2 seconds are left. And now the offense is going to come on out. Okay. And there's timeout number 2 taken by Detroit. All right. This is it. Yep. BW's here. What's up, BW? All right, so here we go. Field goal is going to be coming up. It's 31-31, and the Lions are going to go for the win. They will be going for the win here. 2 seconds left. Packers did as good of a job as they could to try to fight back in this game, but the Lions defense honestly held them to a field goal, and that was the difference. That was on the last drive. This is a 35-yard attempt by Bates. Here we go for the win for Detroit. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. And that's the game. So the Lions are able to hang on and beat the Green Bay Packers by a final score of 34-31, and they are now 12-1, I should say, and have won now 11 straight games in a row. "11 games in a row. And they are also 1.5 games above the Minnesota Vikings. Packers are now 9-4. So now we have to wait and see what happens to the Eagles on Sunday. So if they win on Sunday, they'll still be a game behind the Detroit Lions, and also the Vikings, who were one game behind the Lions for the NFC North Division. Should be interesting to see what happens with them. They play the Falcons on Sunday. The crazy thing is that the Vikings play the Packers on the 29th. And then the last week they play against Detroit in Detroit. And it might come down to just that game. It could come down to that game. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. But Detroit gets themselves a great win, and man, oh man, they're a good team for a reason, man. They are. Even though they had their second half struggles, got to tell you, they're a good football team. Great call in this game, JJ. If the Birds win out, I didn't see what the message was. Great call, JJ. You're the best. Thank you guys so much. That was fun. We'll be back on for the Sixers tomorrow night. Unfortunately, the Eagles did not gain any ground tonight. If there is something that you do want to look at, though, as a positive, I guess that the Eagles did gain some ground over the Green Bay Packers. But it's not really what we were looking for. But that's fine. It is what it is. We just got to win Sunday. Take care of our own business. And we'll be keeping our eyes on the Vikings game, too. But Eagles got to take care of their own business. Eagles will win the rest of their games, I promise you, says Jane. Well, we need Detroit to lose one of these games. We need them to lose one of these games, and then we can control our own destiny. So, love you all. I'll catch you all tomorrow night. We'll be back on at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night for the Sixers Magic game. And then Sunday we got the Birds. All right? I'll see you guys then. Good luck, and I love you all. Laila Tov. Where is... Yeah, I have to pull up OBS again. There we go. Thanks again. All right, bye.